Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cultists Season 2, Episode 8, After Party. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm so glad to see everyone on the premiere of the episode. We're winding down Episode 2, but man, it has been a great time. I love this season, and let me tell you, I am so happy today. We have got Megan and Brennan with us, and I am so happy to have them here. We have got Megan. So now, Megan and Brennan. Now, you may know Megan from Dinner and Board Game, right? You probably have seen her before. She's been on the show with us before. You may have seen her also as the police officer, but she is the costume designer for the show. Megan, you want to say hi?
Hello. I hope y'all are doing well. Happy Thanksgiving.
She cooked the perfect Thanksgiving dinner. It was perfect. We'll talk about in the wind down as that goes, because it was wonderful. And then we also have Brennan here with us. Brennan is our director of photography for the entire show, and he is the one who is making everything technical happen for the show, behind the scenes, camera, videography, audio. It's all because of Brennan. I'm so happy that he's here to talk to us. So everybody say hi to Brennan.
Hey guys.
And Brennan, say hi to everybody.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I beat you to it just a little bit.
Yeah, I see everyone in the chat. So good. Left Spin says, great episode. Thank you so much, Left Spin. Glad you enjoyed it. We love this episode. Jason also says, loved it as always. And then Stray's here. Welcome, Stray. Great to see you. Great to see you. And then, regarding Thanksgiving dinner, Jason says, yum. Yes, exactly. And then Left Spin. Hello, Megan and Brennan. And Heather, hi, you too. So hey, lots of love from Megan and Brennan. Now, it is, Megan and Brennan have been married for about a year now.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why they are together? Yep, there you go. They have been married for a lot of years.
Same couch.
Yeah, exactly. So director of photography is dope. That's right.
Sometimes people know what they're talking about.
Left Spin says, book learning only gets you so far. Experience is a better teacher.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
And that's what we were saying about experience, because we've been working on stuff in between. So it definitely, you learn so much faster.
Oh my God. We have a super chat. Stray has given us a super chat. Stray has sent a $50 super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stray Kismet. Thank you so much. That I really appreciate that. Stray says, I'm not a sponsor, but I accept you guys. Thank you so much, Stray. Thank you. Stray is one of the regulars here with us every day during the morning grind. I really appreciate this. More than you can imagine. When I started this 30 days ago, this is like day 27 of the live streaming. I decided to start, and it's become something really amazing. And you've been a big part of that, Stray. You've been a big part of that. And I really appreciate your being here. Thank you so much. Well, then I tell you what, let's go ahead and start watching episode 8, the one that we just watched. And you can call out and have it stopped at any time. I mean, I've got thoughts. We think it's a great episode. So I'm just going to start it. We can all watch it together here on the stream. But if you've got thoughts, then just shout it out and then we'll stop it right here. So I'm going to bring this up. Okay, so here we go. Episode 8, and like I said, just call for it to stop and add commentary whenever.
I love the vault case that's in the back.
I was about to say that. I didn't even notice.
That's so funny.
I remember when we were editing this, and Heath, and it was the best take. I mean, I think there were multiple reasons why we had to use it, and Heath made a comment that was like, "What's the character's name again?" Dang, yeah, he was like, Acantha's Glock is just sitting back there or something.
Right, okay.
Strapped and ready to go.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, like if you look at the scene and you go, everything looks fine to me. This was an issue with this scene that we set everything up. Of course, this is in my living room and you're looking into my kitchen. And that was the scene, the scene that was Acantha and Shay's cottage, and it's particularly Acantha here. And so there's a lot of equipment in the kitchen, like sitting down on the floor. And then I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see my cursor, but if you look up behind her hat, and like we're calling attention to it because people probably wouldn't notice, at the end.
I didn't even see it. But.
Yeah, this black case that is sitting up.
The orange stripe.
Yeah, with the orange, whatever it is right there. That's actually an equipment case that has, I don't know what, but some type of camera equipment, right, Brennan?
No, it was microphones. Her microphone went out the take before this, and this was the last take that we did, and I had to change her batteries, and I left the case open.
That's right. Oh, that's right. So the case, everything was down behind the, all the equipment was down there, and then something wrong. Yeah, right. Went with her microphone, and then okay, hold on, we got to fix it. But then that case accidentally got left on this take up on the counter, so you can see it.
Strikes.
And we were trying to figure out what to do with it, but it's some type of case. But this was the best take, and so it was the one that had to go. But it looks like some kind of like vault, and I've seen people store guns in those.
Yeah,
so
that's like usually for.
right. So that's where that actually Acantha has a Glock. So that's our in-universe explanation.
Yeah. For anyone who's not in the film industry, it's actually super common to buy gun cases and rifle cases to carry stuff around. It's nice. They're nice cases.
I never thought about that.
Actually. Yeah. Like those tube lights that Kevin has. He's got like a 4-foot rifle case or a 5-foot rifle case. Nice. You just store all of them in. Yeah.
I was looking last Thanksgiving, which was yesterday. I was looking yesterday at Bass Pro Shop, and they had like ammo cases that were rust proof.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I actually thought about that in terms of one. Okay, like rust proof ammo cases. Maybe I need some, but I actually thought about it in terms of gear as far as videography goes as well. And I was like, oh, well, this could be a good way to store it. So. Right. All right. So that was half a second into this episode. and that's what's going on in the background. But it was the perfect take. So we took it. And actually, I think I talked about, like, is there some way that we can mask that out or duplicate it? Like, no. Yeah. It was not happening.
It was not possible, sadly.
So but that's fine. In universe, Acantha's Glock. That's what's in that.
We need to write that in for the next season.
Yeah, she needs to. Yeah,
she needs
to pack some heat next season.
No, I'm
joking. That would be amazing.
Oh, hi Ben.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, you do have a very aesthetic pleasing house to shoot in. It's not there's not a ton of space, so it's not like the best logistically, but it looks very good on camera.
Right. Yeah, it's a small house. So that's a problem. But on the other hand, it was the right place because we had problems in season 1 finding interior locations. Yeah. And it's a big deal. I had thought about David, and that ended up being a no-go. And then also like my brother Seth, we could have shot at his house. But on the other hand, as I found out, there's so much that goes on. You're like, hey, can we shoot for, a day? But there's actually so much there that it's pretty disruptive to somebody's house.
Yeah.
So
super.
My house is,
best for that.
I don't care what happens in my house, so we can do it. Left Spin says CGI in Acantha's familiar instead of the Pelican case. Oh, we didn't think about that.
It's not a bad idea. We could have just done like, how that dude replaces like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park with his cat and whatever.
Yeah,
we could have done something like
yeah, that's what we should have done. We couldn't actually just mask it out and have something static there like the background. But we should have had like her
like a crow or something.
Crow or owl bear or something like that in the background. Yeah, we could have done that.
What's wrong? Did you kill Steve?
No. I can't cast a spell.
We have talked about with Brianna in other episodes. Oh, we've got Owl Kitty. Yeah, maybe Owl is Heather says that maybe it should be her, like Owl Bear or something.
Just do something.
But we had talked about how we had explored with Brianna in other episodes the range of emotions in this episode, in this season.
Yeah.
That we didn't have in season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's another example of that. And I'm very proud of this scene.
Glenn is great.
Yeah, as far as the relationship between the two and everything like that, it's really incredible.
Why not?
I can't do it alone. I need Rob.
Sweetie, I don't think he's coming back.
He's not dead. He's just swimming. I mean, he grew gills and webbed fingers and everything.
He's with his own kind now.
Will you please help me? There must be something that we can do. I'll do anything.
Now, at this moment, we talked about previously in other episodes that Acantha and Shay will lie to the guys because they don't want to hurt their feelings. And so they'll send them off in a lie because, Acantha, Shay did that. And then Ben came back. And then Acantha has to deal with the lie, but doesn't want him sad.
He's so kind to him.
Right. And so ends up having to create another lie. And so she had sent him off on another lie. And now he's back because of that lie. So, they're having to do that. Oh, Heather, I didn't know this. There's some information here. Heather says that's the name. Is it Owl Kitty, the name of the cat who got subbed in.
Owl Kitty. Gotcha.
I didn't know that. I've seen that video, but okay. I got you, Heather. Thank you. Got you.
There is one thing we could try. Long ago, the Deep Ones taught Obed Marsh how to summon them. Look. This symbol has been found carved on smooth river stones. When dropped into the sea and the appropriate prayers said, the Deep Ones will emerge from the water in times of great need.
This scene also just looks beautiful.
I was about to say, it just feels very soft. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that's mostly from her voice, to be honest.
Well, no, but I don't know. Well, with your house and everything, the colors and stuff, it just seems
Very nice. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like, it just all...
okay.
Everything's working here. Her voice, the way it was shot, the lighting.
Yeah,
I appreciate
acting.
you throwing it to me, but it's just a China ball in between the two of them. It's nothing fancy.
But everything that happened here. The scene, and this was shot early. Like this may still was this still even the first day of shooting of this?
I think this was the first scene.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't the first scene shot because the first scene shot was Ben in my bedroom, my bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
That was actually the first scene of season 2 shot. But
It
it
was
was early. It may have still been on the first day. I think
was
this may
definitely
have still
day
been on
one.
the first day.
Yeah.
Because I think, yeah.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But where do I get one of the stones? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Megan, do you want to talk about the change in costuming from Acantha?
Yeah, that's what I was literally about to say.
Okay, then let's talk about that. I'm going to take my camera down for just a second and let you talk about that.
Okay. No, I was about to say that I was really happy with her corset change because I didn't know what I was doing as much the first time, but the second time around I had taken the pandemic to learn more skills that I had not learned before. And so one of the things I picked up was 11th century stays. And obviously this is plastic boning, but I learned to make a full corset from scratch. Sewing the channels, putting boning in. So I think that one looks really good on her.
Is this hat the same from season 1?
Yes, the hat's the same.
Okay.
I really
the
like
hat.
her hat. It's just, I know I want to buy one for myself. But yeah, between the hat and that, I think she just looks so much better the second time around.
Yeah.
And I want that corset afterwards because I want to wear it. I mean, it's I think it's a tablecloth actually. Is the outside fabric or maybe a curtain, one of the two. Because I like to thrift for my my fabrics because it's a lot cheaper and you can find some cool stuff. But
didn't the togas get upgraded too?
The togas got upgraded, especially Dax.
Let's pull that back. See here. I have the corset, so I mean that's here. That's in my closet.
Yeah, no, I know. I just want to. I want
to wear it, so it's there.
Or maybe you could auction it off. I don't know. It's a well-made. I mean, it's a well-made.
Also, I love that that Glenn was always wearing this same tight shirt every day. He's just like,
I know. He just has one
he's
look.
just super
the entire
jacked.
time.
Right. Yeah, we were talking about that before the live stream got started, that Glenn,
worked
who
out
plays
every-
Ben here, he got seriously. He was like, after the show, like after we had stuff there, he was like pulling out exercise equipment and like attaching it to the flagpole and like working out and stuff like that. I was like, oh my God, we're going to have to, Ben got jacked between season 1 and season 2. But
his toga too got better because the first time, I don't think I was there one of the days that there was filming, and it just kind of fell apart. So this one I actually like made sure was not going to like it was what it should have been. And then Dax's I completely redid his is a lot upgraded.
That was a complete rebuild.
Yeah,
that was a complete rebuild.
So most of these, I mean, pretty much everybody was a rebuild. Just using what I had learned in my costuming as I grow.
Well, we
but
should
the
talk
corset in particular, every time I see that, I was like,
well, yeah, I was going to say that after Megan figured out corsets and then had done a new corset for Acantha for this season, and now like everybody's made a corset.
I love making them. I think they're so fun.
And I think what I heard Heath and her talking about was that all the guys are going to get Black Panther and Iron Man suits.
Yeah. Don't make me do that.
But it's gonna, instead of CGI, it's actually gonna like be in a ring and like explode out and scale out. And
I've learned those skills.
Yeah.
We had talked about previously, the difference between Ben's toga in season 1, season 2 that was made, and then like we're talking about, like we just barely made it with Ben's toga in season 1, and arguably we didn't make it with the Ben toga.
That one was not what I thought was going to work.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's several takes in season 1 that made it into the show where he's got his hand behind his back,
right? Like he's just holding it.
Just holding it together.
That's what I remember, because like I think I was at work or something and nobody told me, and I was like, why didn't somebody tell me he was holding it on himself?
Right. I mean, it works for the character. I mean, it actually works for the character. But we got it better, like how it should be this time. Yeah. Left Spin, Brennan, is cheering on practical lighting. Yep. And Left Spin also says wardrobe is a hard to fill role on photo shoots and small film productions. It is, right? Yeah, because because we're trying, budget is a certain thing, and Megan is working on different days, because even though Megan had done all the costume design and all of that early, in pre-production, whether or not you can actually be there and be looking at the costume as it is actually displayed in every
jobs.
Yeah, I don't think we ever called last looks on set once.
No, and that's just unfortunate with scheduling, but I gotta make money, so
yeah. Well, we'll work on that for season 3. Like that was actually a big part of what I learned in season 1, that the actors are actually, they're focused on their acting, and they're not focused on what they're wearing. I mean, they will wear whatever it is. Like they will come back from the bathroom, they'll come back from a break, like, and just be like, whatever.
That's what, I don't think people always know. And I'm like, and especially since I'm an actor too. And I think that it's funny because if I'm acting too and not doing costumes in like a theater production or something, but I am constantly fixing other people before they go on. I'm making sure their tags are in. I'm making sure they're tucked correctly. I just can't not do that. But if they're acting, they're not even thinking about it.
In what limited acting experience I have, and that's why I think this surprised me, is that I think, like, as I remember in my limited acting experience, very limited, I'm just saying, but that I think I was conscious about what I was wearing. That okay, what am I wearing? And what I remember that being a part of that, but that's apparently not something that everyone.
No, I think that's because you're coming from the other side. Probably, like some people only do acting, and it may not always, like they're doing their thing, they're doing their craft. Is I gotta watch out for it. That's my job.
So having somebody on set watching for that specifically is the makeup or the costuming, so that's important. But Stray is complimenting, I believe, you, Megan, here, saying your craft is strong.
Thank you.
I believe that's
Thank you. I hope to continue to make it stronger.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Mallory's great.
Yeah.
What was that?
Mallory's just great.
She's just awesome.
Worked with her on a couple different things now. She's just always killing it.
Mallory is amazing.
I wanted
Yeah.
to see her. She was in Little Shop of Horrors. I wanted to go see it, and I had in Atlanta, and I had a show on top of it. But she's wonderful. Yeah.
The emotion also that she had come up with, the potentially between her and Ben,
Yeah.
it comes across so wonderfully in this.
She's really good up those up close shots. She's just,
Close-ups.
yes. Yes. I do not do film. I have nothing.
This was back, we did all of the park shots here in one day.
Yeah, was it one day? It really was.
It was a cold day too.
And it was, I know we've talked about that before. This was a cold day and we did the other scenes, we did the jump scene, and we did this all in one day. But this came up again, the range of emotion is something, again, I'm so proud about. Here again, we're experiencing a lot more emotion than we ever did in season one.
Yeah.
Oh, well, all right. Well, that could be.
Yeah, probably.
It could be that, I've got to come up with some other lie, and she feeds them some other lie to keep them going. Because, when I was writing it, I was thinking that, that the witches are always like, the guys come in with a problem, and Acantha hates to see them hurting, and so comes up with some kind of lie that fixes it and makes them happy in the moment. But then they go off and then, it doesn't work or whatever. And they come back sad again. And then, you don't want to see them sad. So rather than breaking the truth to them, you make up another lie and, to make them happy in the moment. And then, it keeps going. But then again, gullibility is one. Mallory. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, just the theme of that is going to get expounded on in season 3. And Acantha's going to be responsible for Rob actually dying. And then they're all going to go to jail.
Yeah, so he's so gullible. But Mallory was saying, and I think you see this in her performance, and I wish she were here to talk about this, but she was wondering if Acantha was actually attracted to.
Yeah, I thought that before
Ben.
watching. I haven't heard her talk about that, but just watching, I wondered if there wasn't a little crush in between them or something. I don't know.
And I think
because he got buff, man.
Yeah, because he got buff, and now he comes into and he's buff. Yeah, I when Brianna and I were writing it, we hadn't thought about that. That wasn't something that had come up with, because I think that I wish Brianna were here, but she has Thanksgiving and was today, and she's still driving back, and she wasn't able to join us, so she's still involved. So do your physical Thanksgiving things. So she'll be next time. She didn't quite get back in time to make it here, but I wish she may be able to talk about it another time, that Acantha had brought that up to her, on set, that I'm feeling as I'm reading the script that I am falling for him. And, there's some kind of romantic interest. And like I said, that was not something we had thought about in the scripts, but I think that's something that plays well and something we could play with in season 3, because they planted the seed as actor and actress.
I think it's always interesting what actors bring, just their inner world of the character that maybe the writer or director or whatever hasn't thought of yet.
So Heather does ask the question.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Heather asked the question. She happened to have that rock handy. Was she expecting him and preparing another lie? Or is this her real witchcraft in action? Stuff to ponder. Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. That rock. Oh, I should have it here. That rock is actually over in the curio cabinet that's in the kitchen with the rest of the cultist props. So I prepared 3 different rocks. Those are clay rocks that she handed him, and I prepared 3 of them that look close to identical. I mean, they were close to the same, because when he drops it, we're about to see him drop it. I was like, we may have to repeat that scene. And so, and I think we talked about, Dax was talking about that when he was here, that you can still see if you go to the park today. This is, what is this? Oak Mountain?
Yeah, it's
Red Oak Mountain. Yeah, you can still see that rock that he
I was
dropped.
about to say, and
That's
there it
hilarious.
shall lie forever.
That's great.
Yeah, we got it in one shot, and the actual rock used in this shot is still sitting in the water, and you can see it at the end of this pier. I have the other two that were reserve rocks in the curio cabinet for the cultists.
But the first was enough.
But yeah, right. She's got but also she's got all this stuff around her, all this magic stuff, right? And Lespin says, I knew that paperweight would come in handy. But that's what it was. It was like, I need a rock. It's this paperweight. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Heather is laughing. And Lespin says, Acantha, she likes them buff and dumb. That's how it likes them. And yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that himbo?
But this scene here was, again, bringing the emotions.
You never knew how much you meant to me. You're like the father I never had. If I hadn't found you, I don't know what would have happened to me.
Like, I mean, it's not like anything's good has happened to him since he found Rob.
Well, he's been fed. He's had some donuts and some coffee. It's probably more than
He's had some a friend.
He got that. And Stray says, no one go looking for the rock, please. Like, not, on the other hand, if you find it, if you see it, if you're there and you look, or just like take a photo of it, look,
Take a
I see
picture
the
of
rock.
it. Post it.
Yeah, it's down there.
Like
It's
$1
down
million from Fargo. You just gotta go find it.
Yeah, you can take it if you take it from the lake.
The
On the other hand, or just photograph it and tag me and stuff like that. Will say that you actually went to the pilgrimage.
Leave it for others to find.
Yeah, to see that.
I need you.
That symbol. Oh, yeah, I stopped at a good place. That symbol right there is the crest of Dagon.
Interesting.
That David designed for Journey to the Tree of Sorrow. So I replicated that symbol on that rock. It's the crest of Dagon. And if you go over to the Journey to the Tree of Sorrow's YouTube channel, you will find the crest of Dagon. It was designed by David. And then I wrote up the actual history and lore of that as it would actually appear in the Cthulhu mythos. So not a joke, but the actual history and symbol of that icon. And then it was read professionally by a professional narrator. And you can find that on the Journey to the Tree of Sorrow's YouTube channel. So if you want the actual history of the symbol that is on that rock, you can find it. Left Spin also says he made some friends and found community. Exactly. He found where he belonged.
Heartwarming.
Oh.
Please come back.
Shot.
That's the best shot in the series.
Every time I see it.
I was going to ask you to comment on that, Brennan, because there was a lot of back and forth about.
Yeah, I had to fight you guys to get this.
So tell us about that.
Beautiful.
I don't remember exactly what the stances were. I think y'all wanted that because we compromised. We shot it this way. I wanted the water to just envelop the frame and him to be under I wanted it to be above his head. I wanted it to just be him in the water, so it's kind of like he's been enveloped by it. And y'all were like, no, we need to get wider. We need to be farther back so we can see the whole lake, the vista. And I think so we shot it both ways. Thankfully.
Yeah, right.
And we used the one that y'all wanted to get as the intro to the scene. That's what we cut to at the beginning, and then we use this as the tag at the end. And I think this is a good button to end the scene on, just because it's there's just something about it that's just feels very lonely.
Yeah.
I
it's
agree.
emotion in me to see that. I don't, even if I didn't have any context, I don't know. I think it's just beautiful.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
I think I remember because I do remember like 3 or 4 different options here for what this shot was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I remember like potentially like, is there a slow zoom in? I think I remember this. Like, is there a slow zoom in or a slow zoom out? There was a lot of different things shot here.
Yeah.
That we had to figure out in editing, which was going to be the shot for him. But yeah, I agree. What we got here, this is just with the water and just him, looks great. I think I do remember some things you're talking about now, Brennan, like some wider shots that had like the horizon, the lake available, and you saw more trees and things like that, and it was more encompassing. But him in the water, it works great. Works great.
I really love it. Thank you for keeping it, Mr. Director.
Left Spin says, and Rob says, ouch, when you drop the rock into the lake. Yeah. And Stray says, nice symbolism. Yeah, I think so. So whatever, after all the discussion or whatever, I think that this was the right scene. Yeah, the right cut.
This was the scene that I like most out of the whole season, and that shot in particular. It's like the one place we get to be a little bit metaphorical.
Yeah,
it's nice.
And him actually. That was also a thing I remember that Brianna really liked about this, is that it ends with him with like the shoulders slumped, because it starts out with him with a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And then his shoulders slump. Like, wait, where is Rob? He's not here. You were supposed to be here.
I think Spin's heading out.
Yeah.
We'll see you, buddy.
Oh,
thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Nope. We'll see you. I will definitely see you later on. Thank you so much for being here, Left Spin. Good seeing you.
But yeah, I agree. I really liked that posture change. He kept it consistent across the whole thing, which was nice. And it actually let us have options later in the edit. But I agree. He and Brianna worked really well to put that together.
So weird to see Mike not in his robe, right?
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah,
because that's the first time that he's actually dressed as a normal person.
That's
Mike. Ben?
Yes.
Say.
I'm sorry.
No, we said that it just looks like Peter, and he said those are his clothes, right? I said, yeah. I mean, you might as well if he has something that fits that works. Like,
yeah,
it's funny.
That's just Peter.
You. What are you doing here?
I'm so glad you're here. I thought maybe you were doing time.
Didn't we have to shoot this a lot? I feel like with audio and something like this, that this scene took a long time to get.
Yeah, because we were basically downtown, and there were some people with some leaf blowers nearby, and I think there was construction a few blocks down, and the airplanes, a lot of airplanes that day. And I think there was a train at one point.
I remember now that you say that, I remember that because there was the train, that was coming by, right? But also there was the guy with the leaf blower. I forgot about that. And we're like, what are we gonna do about this guy with the leaf blower? And I should have done something. Okay, that was supposed to be me. But like, what do? We go talk to this guy with the leaf blower? But then, like, as soon as I think maybe I got to go talk to this guy with the leaf blower. But like, as soon as I have that thought in my mind, I remember turning around that I guess I'm gonna have to do something about this guy, because he was way over there. But Brendan had already put down his camera, and Brendan was going through the gate, and you went to talk to him. So Brendan went and talked to the leaf blower guy. And like, okay, so Brendan's
not ruin my shot.
Right? Yeah, Brendan's straw snapped just slightly before mine, and was like, I'm going out this gate, and I'm gonna go talk to this leaf blower guy. I was like, okay, well, I guess Brendan is going to the leaf blower guy. And then a few minutes later, Brendan came back to the gate. And he was like, all right, I told him to shut up for the next few minutes while we get this, or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but it was but Brennan took care of leaf blower guy, all right?
That's definitely how I talked to him. I just went over there and I yelled at him, and he just sort of put his tail between his legs and walked away.
I think you actually said hey, we're trying to shoot a show here or something like that. Can you chill with the leaf blower for I
went up with my puppy dog guys and all that. because I've got such a lovable, cute
Please,
face.
sir.
Yeah.
I'm in the big house.
So what's up?
Well, I went to the lake to try to summon Rob, but he didn't come back.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ben. Maybe he's too far off by now.
I guess I'm gonna have to kill Steve by myself, but I need your help.
Yeah, man. Of course, whatever I can do.
I want you to help me fully dedicate myself to Cthulhu, like Rob did.
Wait, you don't mean...
I do. It's the only way.
Ben, I don't think I can do that again, man.
Please, Mike. You're the wizard priest. You're the only one who can do it. Here.
And I remember them asking, because it wasn't specified in the script, like what is actually being passed here? Because it's supposed to be off camera, like it is, like something's being passed here. But like I remember Mike, because it wasn't specified in that scene.
Yeah.
Somebody hands something over, like what is actually happening here? So that's when Mike realizes that he's holding a temporary tattoo, not the brand.
I like that though. It's a good, simple way to like keep a question going in someone's mind. It just makes it a little more engaging watching it.
Okay. I'll prepare the ritual. You go gather the coal. Mom won't let me out of the house, but maybe we can do it here while she's gone.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. I've lost everything. My robe, my candles, my altar. But Ben really needs me, and this is too important. But I need my robe first. But luckily I think I know exactly how to get it back. Bella?
I hope we get to talk to Ava. I'm so glad that she's back for this season.
How
Now-
long is she here?
I'm not sure. Now, see, that's going to be an issue in season 3 because I want her back for season 3. But season 3 takes place like 10 minutes after the end of season 1. But
Yeah,
she's
she's
the
gonna
person
be
who's going to kill us is
real
going to
quick
be
at that age.
yeah, that's going to be an issue.
But
We're going to have to run for whatever we got.
good though. Yeah.
If she's willing to come back, if we're able to do it and she's willing to come back, then that would be great. But I love this because I remember he calls for Bella and we're like, well, she's got to be parked like just immediately off scene. Like, where was she? Like just off camera.
Sitting there waiting to
Right.
bother him.
Hello, loser.
And I love that line.
But Megan says to me every day I walk in the door.
It's
That-
in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, loser. Oh, no.
Loser.
Yeah.
You know where Mom put my robe, don't you?
Maybe.
Where is it?
I'm not telling.
Please, will you just tell me?
I don't think so.
All right. You know how you're always wanting to come to one of our parties, right?
We're going to see Ava in the big time. She's going to be one of the ones that hits it big. She is out there. She's got the agents and, her mom is working on her side and all of that.
It'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna see Ava in some other stuff, and then it's gonna be one of those things where like, oh, Ava started the Cultists. I really think so. So watch out for that.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to have one in the backyard, and if you give me my robe, I'll let you come. And I'll let you be the high priestess too.
Ah, okay. Just a sec.
Thought that might work.
And also the robe has to be kind of just offset. That like she can't take 10 minutes to go get the robe wherever it was.
What's funny is that then they're saying that it's like it was so close, like he could have found it.
Right.
Thank you.
If Mom finds out you're doing this again, you're going to be in big trouble.
Well, she's not going to because no one's going to tell her, are they? Good.
I just want to see him get in trouble again.
It's just perfect.
So good.
It's a perfect little sister.
there were some great takes there, because I remember Brianna's comment when we were looking at different takes of her doing that scene, and she was like, there are some takes where it looks like she's gonna murder him, like she's got like some kind of like psychotic murderer smile or something going on. So I remember Brianna sifting through like what type of smile exactly does Ava need to provide here, because
evil.
Ava provided a great range of ones to talk to. Yes, ranging from the mischievous sibling to like the psychotic mass murderer in disguise. She gave us all of that range to pick between. So this is it. Let's see, what does Stray says? Stray says the zoom in with the build up and then zoom out while they're later talking is so good. LOL. Well, that's all Brennan. Brennan took care of all that, so that's Brennan right there.
Okay. We had to move fast, and that zoom was a really efficient way to cover scenes. There's some in the earlier episodes where it's all actually one take. If you stand to watch it long enough, we just zoom into different people. But it's a great way to start wide and then work in on a scene like people traditionally do.
We have talked about in other episodes that I had not seen Parks and Recs before we started this.
Oh, it's so good.
Right. So it was. So I was just telling people that it wasn't that Parks and Recs was not an influence on me when I was writing, producing, whatever, the Cultists, but that it was definitely an influence on the cinematography because you were familiar with it, Brennan. And so you can, and after when I watched Parks and Recs, I was like, oh yes. So that's where Brennan got some of the ideas about what this could be like. Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's
that in The Office, man. It's like the two gold standards for this kind of thing.
Right. I was much more influenced by The Office. I mean, The Office was very influential on me when I was writing and conceptualizing it. I was not familiar with Parks and Rec, so my influence. So that makes it a really cool kind of blend, right? When the writing and stuff was going on, I was thinking Office. Some of the cinematography was influenced by Parks and Rec, and then it all comes in together into whatever we've got here.
Into the Cultists.
Right. Into the Cultists. Right.
I hear chicks date brands, really.
That was ad-libbed, right? I mean, it was. That was not the chicks dig brands, right? Yeah. We were trying to come up with some kind of thing like that. That was just ad-libbed by Peter there as what they are talking about right there. Like that was not in the script, but it worked so well. Like, what are they talking about? Yeah, chicks dig brands.
I'm here.
Oh, good. Everyone, Bella is going to be our high priestess today.
Oh, welcome, Bella. Glad to have you in the cult.
Thank you. It's good to finally be here.
What passive aggressive kind of tone is that from the little sister when she says that? I love it. She does such a great job.
All right. I've gathered you here today under the most serious of circumstances. Ben, devoted disciple of Rob and follower of Father Dagon, no longer being initiated of the cult. He has decided to devote himself fully to Cthulhu. Ben, do you understand the gravity of the ritual of which...
I also remember this taking a long time to shoot. I feel like we took a bajillion takes of this in order to get this on camera.
Well, this is one of those things. It's like shooting a dinner scene, right? You've got like 6 characters that are all around an object, and they have you got to get this person talking to this person talking to this person, this person talking to this person, this person talking to this person, and then you got to reverse all of it, and then you got to get the mom coming in. And it's like you got to get the insert of the bear being with ketchup, and it could have been a lot worse. Like we could have really shot a lot more of this to get a lot more angles. But yeah, this was a like good 4 or 5 hours, I think, that we shot this.
It took a long time. And I also just remember that this is there's a long monologue in here that Peter had to do. And so, there was that issue as well that had to be right. And it took a long time to actually shoot.
You're about to participate. Do you partake in it of your own free will?
I do.
So let it be done. Sacrificial victim?
Oh, whoa, Bella. Wait a second. You sure about this?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't like yellow bears anyway.
Thank you, Bella. I hear the Care Bears make the best sacrificial victims.
High priestess, do your duty.
And this is just an insert that, like, all right, because we did this all the many times we did this whole scene, it didn't involve actually getting the Care Bear dirty with ketchup. This is like the one-off insert scene that happened.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah.
Don't take one.
I'm like getting ketchup on you.
I know, and we did this several times. I remember we had to apply ketchup and then wipe it off. Many times in the different scenes and things like that. And I think that we do have a continuity thing. I mean, maybe I shouldn't even bring it up, but just because that was such a thing, like over and over and over again. And I know that Peter, who plays Mike, hated that. Like getting stuff on his right. He was not happy. The barbecue from season 1 in order to do the scene.
He signed up for it though. He knew.
Yeah. Well, he signed it. Yeah, right. Yes, he signed up for it. And so he did it. But I just know that, like, this was not something he was happy about.
He can't complain because I did a whole show where every single show they dropped KY jelly on my head.
Oh.
Yeah.
Every show. He was in the show. It was in college. It was noises off. It was supposed to be a plate of sardines. And the only thing the props came up, which it looked convincing, was to put KY jelly with fake fish in it and drop it. And every day I went home with my I had bangs at the time, just crusted in KY jelly. I had to take a shower every night.
Oh my God. Yes, that's worse. That's worse.
So I win that one.
Thank you, High Priestess. Now, a chaotic rhythm beaten on drums of human skin.
And I wish Sky were here to talk about this because I know that he took a lot of time. I mean, Sky didn't know Ava, who was playing Bella here. You know, they didn't know each other. And so, but I remember that prior to this scene, Sky took a lot of time to talk to Bella, you know, outside, off camera and stuff like that, to be comfortable with actually performing this scene, which was fantastic of him. You know, that was fantastic to make sure that this was okay because, I mean, yeah. This kind of weird scene. But on the other hand, Ava is like all in anyway. When Ava is on set, I mean, Ava's like a force of nature. Right? So, you know.
There's not a lot of distinction between Ava and Bella, you know. It's
right.
Almost like pure typecasting.
She's just,
Ava's will take over the world. So she had no problem. You know, she was talking with Sky. She was joking. She was making jokes back and forth. I mean, she's always just, you know, talking with people and stuff like that. And it's like, all right, what we got to do here with this, you know, play a rhythm on your stomach thing. I mean, she just ran with it.
Oh, nice. I love that beat.
In his house in Rillier, dead Cthulhu waits dreaming.
Great Cthulhu, I pledge myself to you.
Cthulhu Patagon.
And of course, when we were writing this, we wanted to be sure that the whatever's being said mirrored exactly what happened to Rob in season 1. So I mean, it's an exact replay.
Oh, it's so cold.
Hold still. It says it's supposed to hold it there for 10 to 15 seconds.
Okay. How does it look?
Oh, fantastic, dude.
Now that, you know, because in season 1, Ben says, when my time comes, I think I'll get the temporary tattoo of Cthulhu. Yeah. That was set up in season 1 that was going to happen. So that was set up. I mean, go back and check, everybody. Go back and check. But, you know, it's there. We set that up that this was going to happen. And so, you know, I think I've got more temporary tattoos over here, like, you know, in this drawer over here, right? Because we had to design that temporary tattoo. I had to order it, so that's a real temporary tattoo, right? That, you know, was custom ordered, and I had several of them on set because we needed several of them as well because on different days, because, you know, the next day, whatever, you know, we had to apply it again and stuff like that. So I have several of that temporary tattoo to, you know, for the show.
Good. Definitely some of my best work.
Now, Steve's time has come.
I love that too. That Ben standing up like that, and it's like, all right, now Steve is done.
Mike!
Mom! You're home early.
Bella! He made me do it!
Sky's pointing was completely on Sky, right? That was what he was thinking, that like, oh my God, Dave needs to join in on pointing in that direction.
I just
right?
also love that Mom's like, Bella, like, how could you join in with this tomfoolery? Like, I raised you better.
And also the throwing of the sponge. That was all like some the actors came up with. The pointing and the throwing of the sponge back to it.
This is actually a really hard moment to edit.
I'm sorry, what was that?
That was just a really hard moment to edit. Like, you wouldn't think so looking at it. Like, it feels so seamless now, but I remember we did like 5 or 6 different versions just of those last like 10, 15 seconds of that. I don't know why it was so tricky to get right, but it just took forever.
I remember that now that you bring that up. There was a lot that went into that, and I think it had to do with who you cut to at what time.
Yeah, and it was
in what order you show stuff.
Sponge throw and like, I don't know. We tried it so many different ways. I think that was the only way that really worked, though.
Yeah. That was. I think that was it. That there were, because I think that the way we show it in that final cut is out of order of the way that it was filmed.
Yeah, and so it didn't really like. We didn't arrive to that naturally. Like, it took some effort.
Right. Yeah, there was all that stuff going on, and then we had to edit together and figure out what the best way to make it look on the show was. Yeah. All right. And
I don't know. I like going to parties and being priestess. So, worth it?
Fantastic from Ava.
This calls for drastic measures.
Now, what's mom's drastic measures? Well, I guess we will have to see next week.
Find out.
We will have to find out next week. Yep, stay tuned next week. Megan, do you have a few more, and Brennan, since they're sitting in the same room, do you have, I know we're over an hour here, but do you have a few more minutes? Do you want to talk about your scene as the police officer?
I mean, yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I was just excited to tackle somebody.
Okay, well, let me bring it up.
Something
then.
is-
If you're willing to stay with us, let me bring that up then, because we've had Dad talk, Tom talk about his role as Dad. So let me bring up the police officer, because you've got 2 different episodes.
Yeah.
Where that was in. So here, this is how, like I said, Megan, we're talking about costuming and stuff like that, but Megan then also came in and did the police officer role.
We
So
thought
let's.
it would be funny if a small girl did it.
Right. So here we go. So this was the scene.
Hey, Keaton! Stop that!
How many times did we do that?
Not too
Not
many.
that much. I think I only had like 3 takes of Peter's medium, and then I think also 3 takes.
I mean,
of
we
the wide.
practiced it a couple times before to make sure nobody was going to break a bone or anything.
Yeah, 'cause
And
we
there was
didn't have a
something-
crash pad.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Right. See, that's what I was saying, because when you were looking at it this way, you come running up. So we had to do it that way. But now here we cut to him, and I think this is where we had an air mattress for Mike.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was for this shot because I just ran at him. I was not holding back a whole lot.
I still think you could have hit him harder.
Probably, but I also didn't want to hurt him.
No, I know.
So there was the scene where all of us scatter, where you run up and all of us scatter, but you didn't tackle him, I don't think, when we were shooting those, like in that wide thing.
No, yeah, that was a separate shot. Yeah.
Right. But then here, there's another take where you run up to him and we have that air mattress. And so that, because we cut again there. So there was the air mattress there where you got to hit him and you take him down. And then actually right here, like this was not the tackle that was like halfway down, moving him down or something like that. So there were 3 different versions of that had to be done to make this scene.
Yeah. No, it was fun too. And I also, I think it was you had to show me because I was not, I don't know how to handcuff somebody's hands behind their back and make sure they don't go anywhere, like with my knee and stuff.
Oh yeah, there was the learning effort, but
like, yeah, I just didn't the first time I did it, and I don't know if it was you or somebody else who was just like that. No, I was like, I'm not a police officer.
Well, you just you knocked him over, and then you just completely got off of him. And like, if it was a real criminal, like they would just get up and run away again. Like they were just, it was just like you're either a very new police officer or you're just a very dumb one. But
both.
Well, no, I mean, because you're so put together in the next episode when you're talking to his mom. I like that scene better. Actually, this is great. But I think there's a lot of really nice dialogue in that scene.
We'll go over to that next episode here in just a moment. But this was where it started. This was Megan's first appearance as the police officer.
It was just fun.
H Gamer says, finally finished watching the episode. Another amazing piece of art. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
My hair is so short. It's crazy.
It's very short.
Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely got some length to it now.
We have seen a variety of Megan's hair length between
say,
dinner and board game here now.
Yeah, short, and then I've also I was pink for about 6 months, which was fun. We may go back to it. We'll see. I don't know. Keep it fresh.
Megan and I were talking about. There have been so many ideas that I've had as the result of doing the live streams over the past month. And Megan and I were talking about cosplay ideas. And Megan and I were also talking about how we can finish dinner and a board game and get the rest of the second season finished and stuff like that. People,
content.
There's gonna be material coming. Like we've got great ideas. Okay, so that was that episode, and then I believe it's this episode. Sorry. So this episode right here.
Looks like you have
hopefully Rachel will be able to join us. Oh, is it this episode?
I think there's an in-between episode.
Let me see.
Oh, you're right. I believe that you skip an episode before she reappears.
Yeah, and then we go, and then we cut back. Meanwhile, back at the ranch type stuff.
Okay, hang on. I can find that. Oh, I think I found it. Oh, I did find it. Okay. So there's an episode that skipped, and then here we have that boy Rob. The next episode that has Megan in it because Mom's talking on the phone and then is interrupted.
Good. Oh, I'll call you back.
Here we go.
Ma'am, is this my dog is.
Fantastic job, Megan. I mean, you immediately bring it. And I also do love the fact that you're so much shorter than he is.
Yes.
In this scene, but you are dominating the scene, from the power perspective,
Thank you.
You're it.
It's your son.
Yes. What happened to him? What happened to you?
Nothing.
Your son and his gang beat up a homeless person in the park.
You're in a gang now?
No, I'm not in a gang.
That's one of my favorite lines. That Mike is so that no, my God, this is not a gang. It's a cult.
I'm in a cult.
And you beat up a homeless person?
He deserved it.
Very, very forgiving officer.
Yeah, well, I feel like you see me kind of like a little bit like, Mom's gonna deal with it. Like, I don't need to deal with it.
I think that's my favorite comedic moment in season 2 is all that dialogue. Sorry, someone commented, so I might be ahead of you here, Heath. My bad. But yeah, he deserves it. So yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
That's Mike's rationale. You beat up a homeless person. He doesn't deny it. He's just like he deserved it. Like, do you realize what's going on out there? And yet, Plush History is like, this is my favorite moment in season 2. Yeah, I think it was a great moment.
I think it's that's what I felt like. That's how I like when I see Becca take him, the look in her eyes. I know that Mom's gonna deal with it. Like I don't need to do anything else.
In terms of like how it looks too, like the way it's shot, it's one of my favorites as well. It's clean.
Oh, Gold Star. We get Gold Star H Gamer says my favorite episode so far. Those jokes and timing are too perfect.
This episode or the one that you shared?
I think it's
this one. Yeah,
I think this episode that we're watching here. I think.
The jokes hit real. They were.
Becca's so good too.
But as we were shooting this, and of course, I think we actually talked about it on set. The timing worked so well, but there is something weird that happens during that scene.
What do you mean?
Because Plush is agreeing with Gold Star. Completely agree that this is such a fantastic episode. Yeah, we got confirmation that the current one we're currently watching is the one that we're talking about. Fantastic comedic timing. But there the controversy that I was thinking about in the scene as it was being shot, and we talked about on set, is that like when Mike appears, he's been handcuffed by the police officer. Right. And so I think as we wrote it, like as the script was, that he remained outside or something. I mean, there was something different about this because he's handcuffed. You can see that he's got his hands behind his back.
I had a hand on his hands too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
and you beat him
if he's been handcuffed
a
right
homeless
there.
person?
He deserved it.
You know, we have all this drama with Mom, and then Mom grabs him and brings him in, which is so fantastic.
He's looking over the thing.
Right. He's looking back. That is so great. He's looking back out. That is so perfect. That's so perfect. Because I think that was done kind of spontaneously about how this goes, except for if Mike were still handcuffed at that point, Mom has brought him in. Right, exactly. And that was the issue. That was like, okay, this is working really well, except for Mom hasn't noticed that
he's still handcuffed. And I just leave.
Yeah.
Right. And you just stand there like, look, all right, well then, all right, I guess mission taken care of. Right. And you walk off. Right. So it's like, well, all right, fine. You're not worried about that. So, yes, that was great. Megan, fantastic job as the police officer. Fantastic job.
I had fun.
Yeah. All right. I'm so glad you two could join us. I think this has been a fantastic live stream. Hasn't it been, everybody? Everybody, I've enjoyed the chat, everything like that. Let me take this down so we can bring us back up here. Again, we have been talking to Brennan, who is our director of photography and main editor of the show. You know, he's the one who's putting it together behind the scenes. So you don't get to see much of him. I pointed out when you see him, you know, because you have been on season 1, so he's been on camera. And every time we've seen Brennan, so there he is. We have seen him, but now here he is as well. He's mainly behind the scenes, though. Megan's mainly behind the scenes because of costuming and all that, but she came in front of the camera for the police officer. Linda. Linda is here. I'm so glad to see you, Linda. Linda is also one of our regulars. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much.
And above what Stray said.
Ground. Day 2 of being grounded, still cuffed. Yeah, he probably is. Right. Yes, exactly. Yes.
Mom would be like, you know what? You're going to sit in that for a second.
Oh, and plus history also says Brennan has done a wonderful job editing. So yes, he has. Brennan is, if we didn't have Brennan, none of this would happen because of all of the technical side of things, from the camera to the lighting to the audio to the editing. Brennan has been leading up this whole effort as far as the technical side of things. So if he wasn't here, we wouldn't have any of this.
When season 3 happens, hopefully we get to diversify that a little bit more.
Yeah, right. That's one thing we want to do, because that's diversifying that side of things, especially in the audio department.
Yes.
You've probably noticed that the audio sounds so much better in season 2 than season 1. Well, we need to step that up even more in season 3. And one of the big things is to have a dedicated audio person, in season 3.
If you don't know, Heath was holding the boom pole for half the season.
Right. Yeah. I was holding the boom pole for half the season. Dax was holding it for the other half. Basically, you did it some. Right. Yeah. So, we all cycled in through the technical kind of side of things to try to get that done.
And Brianna did focus poles.
Yeah. Brianna did it. A little bit. I think even Carol tried some of it too.
Yeah.
A little bit of it. So, yeah. So, that's one of the things we're going to work on for season 3. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cultists After Party. I am Heath Robinson. I'm the creator, producer, and co-writer of the show. I also played Steve in season 2. And joining me tonight is Brianna da Silva. Welcome.
Hello, Brianna da Silva and Levi the Bearded Dragon, who is falling asleep.
I was about to say, we also have Levi, so we do have an extra guest today. Levi is joining us this evening.
Yes, he will not be saying anything, though, because he cannot talk.
So, welcome. It's so good to see everybody. We've got Left Spin here. Welcome. Great to see you. Retro Nerd Girl is here. Hello, Retro Nerd Girl. Glad to see you. Be sure everybody checks out her channel as well. She's always talking about stuff in media reviews and movie reviews. I was actually watching your Planet of the Apes review. Was that today or yesterday? But Retro Nerd Girl says, hello. I binged season 1 and 2 today and just caught episode 9. Well, welcome. Nice. welcome. And Left Spin calls out, hello, Levi. So love for Levi in the chat as well. Let's talk about the episode.
Sure.
All right. Add this.
Roddick, thank you for...
And, all right, let's go.
Father Roddick, thank you for coming.
Now, you want to talk about the actor there?
Yeah, so he actually auditioned in season 1.
So quickly.
He came, and so, like, I mean, props to him, because there wasn't actually any role there that that was for someone of his age group. But he just came and he auditioned anyway, and he was kind of on our radar. And so when we were working on season 2, I was thinking back to that guy, and I was like, oh yeah, we already have someone on our radar that would be perfect for this part. So I guess that's a good lesson of, like, sometimes it's good to just be bold, you know? What are you doing?
Right. Well, I knew him from, because he did was doing like Star Trek fan film acting around Birmingham, and so that's how I was connected. Then I was like, the look, he's got the perfect look for the priest.
Please come in.
Thank you.
And once again.
Yeah, it's good timing to see that again, because things are about to not be happy.
So, what seems to be the problem?
It's my son Mike. He's possessed.
Oh, dear.
And I think it's spreading to my daughter.
Oh, no.
Can you exorcise the demons? You're all I have left.
I'll evaluate the boy. And if the demons of hell have possession of his body, I'll free his soul.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
They both, I just want to say, they both had some pretty good timing in that scene. You know, timing is obviously so important in humor. And it was funny because I think we did both of those scenes of him coming in and then them sitting down, like 2 takes maybe. And he was like, oh, only 2 takes. I guess he was used to taking a lot more, but I mean, once you've got it, I just move forward. I'm one of those directors that want to waste time.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes it feels like we have to fight for it, like this next scene that we're about to get into. But other times it works.
And that's why, because it's like sometimes you never know which scene is going to be difficult and complicated. So if you've got the scene, move on, so you have the extra time in case you need it later.
What's that hideous smell?
Probably mine.
And this was one of the reasons why this was so difficult is because it was such a tight location.
Yeah, there's a tight location, and it was an action scene, so to speak. There's a lot of movement, so there was a lot of blocking, a lot of coordination, and it took us a while to figure out how to do all that and where it was most practical to put the camera to capture all that. There are a lot of different angles. It took a while to get this scene.
Yeah, I remember there were a lot of us standing outside because ordinarily when we're in Mike's room, we're just recording Mike shooting some kind of monologue or something like that's going on. And but here, we're about to have an action scene. Of course, you're not seeing. You've got having 3 or 4 actors that are going to come in here, and then plus camera. You're in there.
Yeah.
Plus the camera's in there. Was there the audio guy still in there?
Yeah, and we needed audio. Yeah, we needed the boom mic. So it was Oh my god. Oh my god. Jeez. He almost jumped off of me. 1 second. I think he wants to go back into his cage. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, I get it. Okay, we want to go back in there. Oh
yeah, I remember, of course, Brianna is the director here. So I just remember sitting outside, like running. I don't remember what I was running, but we were sitting outside this room and this tiny room, and everybody had to go in there. This was the scene that took a lot of shots. We shot all of the scenes with the priest in one day. So it was good that the earlier ones went smoothly, went fast, because this one took a while. And Retro Nerd Girl's talking about Rebecca Yeager, the actress playing the mom, is outstanding. She absolutely
She actually teaches acting. I think I don't remember the exact relationship, but I want to say she has taught Peter, who plays Mike. I think that's how they knew each other beforehand. So.
Well, she may have taught Peter, but I know that she was Megan and Brennan's theater instructor.
Okay, maybe that was the connection. Yeah, I might be wrong.
Because I think Brennan said, I know exactly who can play the mother, Rebecca Yeager.
Oh, you're right. I may be misremembering. Yeah.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Dirty socks. Who are you?
No, something else. Something unholy.
Look, you can't just barge into my room.
This. What is this?
Incense for Yog-Sothoth?
I knew it.
Hey!
I've seen all I need to see.
What's going on?
This is for your own good, honey.
Remove thine evil robe from thine body.
What?
Oh yeah, I was just saying, like, another thing that was like a complicated thing. Like, you write certain things in a script, and then you get to the scene, and you're trying to make it all happen, and you realize that some things may take longer than you thought. So, like, for example, him taking those items, and then I think there was another step that he needed to do, and we just had to like cut that out because it was so awkward. Like, you would think that you would just take it out and do the action, but when you were actually filming it, it was agonizingly slow and awkward. And so, yeah, that was one of those things that we were trying to coordinate. We're like, what's going on? So I think we just cut it. We might have literally like done this scene in multiple parts so that, and of course, I mean, cutting it in the edit too, but yeah.
I think, I do remember that. And I remember that we were dropping things he had to do in the room because it was like, how do we get him from like all of his tools and equipment, his satchel or his pack or whatever, and then into action as the exorcist. And yeah, that was taking way too long. In fact, I think I'm going to talk about making the exorcism equipment because that was fun. Yeah. But like we had like a weird, not realistic setup of like the holy water and stuff that was in his pouch because he like had to have it like ready. So like you couldn't splash it around because it was ready to go in the pouch, and you had to pull that out and get it ready. Oh, yeah. In like no time. I mean, it works though. It works now. I don't think you'd ever notice it when you're watching this.
Except that we just pointed out, but yeah.
Well, right. I know we do that on these after parties. That happens, but it flows together. I think in a reasonable way, a realistic looking way. Even though, we had to completely speed this along in order to get it going.
No way.
Do what
this object now. See, I don't even know. Did it get on camera? Okay, so he's got the cross, but you can see that he's
the water.
Yeah,
you can see the sprays.
But I don't know if we actually got the prop after all of that on screen. Look for what I think you will see it, but look for what he's like. He's got this in his hand right here, and what he's got in his hand. Yeah, I made because it's called an aspergillum. This is one of the tools for sprinkling holy water. And so what an aspergillum is this sticks kind of like a wand kind of thing. And then it's got this contraption that's got holes in it, like a metal ball on the top that's got holes in it. And then the metal ball can open, and then you can put a sponge inside and close back up the ball. And then when you dip the aspergillum in holy water, the sponge absorbs the holy water. And then if you need to sprinkle holy water, like during an exorcism, then you flick the aspergillum. Mm-hmm. This is an important tool for your D&D clerics. If you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, make sure you tell your dungeon master you want to have an aspergillum with you so that you can do this when exorcising demons yourself. But they were too expensive. I was looking for an aspergillum just like at a Catholic or Christian supply store or something like that. But many of the ones that I found were highly ornate. And so they were too expensive. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to make this aspergillum, and the aspergillum. That I should show more of the props because I've still got this. But this aspergillum, you know, the funnels that you use to fill up flasks, like a whiskey flask. You know what a whiskey flask. Somebody keeps in their back pocket or something like that. Take a shot of whiskey. Yeah. So you got to fill that in some way. So it comes with a funnel that just a metal funnel that you can fill up your flask with. But I realized if you put two of those funnels together and then punched holes in it and glued those together and then put it on a stick, you had an aspergillum. So I'll have to shoot that in a video sometime. Show that. That was one of my favorite props.
From my body. What? No way.
Do what he says, Mike.
Never. What is going on?
Oh, Father Roddick is here to help us with our problem.
They're trying to take my robe again. Can't you just wear the robe? It's important to him.
It's evil. I've had enough of demonic forces in this house. It must be burned.
No.
Oh, good.
Good. Well, I was going to say, I love I mean, we're seeing the change in Dad here.
Right. So it's an important character development moment for him because now, we've established their relationship, and now he's gonna have to make a choice. I was just gonna say that another like blocking and coordination kind of a thing was that there were some takes earlier where it was just this was feeling really awkward and unconvincing, and we had to like make it feel more like could position him more so like he's like in Mike's way, so that Mike actually can't leave without like hurting this old guy. Just a random side note. I was like another there's so many difficulties.
Well, and like I'm sure you notice, I mean, obviously because you're the director here, but if you're looking at this, like this shot right here obviously has Brennan with the camera outside the room. So we've got two different shots in here. Sometimes it's being filmed from within the room, and then we had to redo the scene with exterior shots in order to get shots like this.
And we would play through almost the whole scene. I think we didn't always do the whole scene, but just the parts that we thought we might want to use from this angle. But it's also like sometimes even if you don't want to use the whole scene from that angle, it's helpful for actors to still play through the whole thing because then they can like they're in the rhythm and they're in the flow. So that's usually what you want to default to anyway.
I think Plus History is talking about the aspergillum. That's really very interesting. I'll put in the chat the way the word is spelled in case I'm not saying it perfectly, but there you go. If you want to look that up, that's what it is. So I put down, make a video because I want to make some videos on the tattoo and the branding. And I've got the aspergillum, so we'll show that off sometime too. All right.
I thought you would understand that.
No. Hey, wait. No. Please. Stop. Oh, you can't. Oh, please. You can't do
now
it.
We have.
You can't.
Yes. We have the answer now for how she removed it the first time, I suppose.
Yeah, and I also remember that this was another thing that had to be sped up because as we were sitting there playing this out,
it was awkward.
It actually takes a long, awkward amount of time for her to actually get that off of him. Mm-hmm. But the way it comes across here, she does it and it works.
Yeah. And it wasn't always easy to do either. There's definitely an outtake. I don't know if it made it into the bloopers or not, but where he was like, I can't breathe. It was like starting to like get stuck on him. Yeah.
I am your mother. It is gone for good this time. No. Move.
I love that from Mother. The move.
Yeah, she that was unscripted. That was just something that she did in the moment.
And it's such a commanding motherly thing. Mm-hmm. Mother taking charge. Look, there's the aspergillum. There,
oh, you can see it.
It made it in.
It's blurry, but
compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Father, the power please. Of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels.
Star Wars.
We went over the script of Return of the Jedi. We went over the
we watched it to try to match it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. We're like, okay, now what exactly happens here?
We really like our references in this show. There's so many of them. We're so silly.
And Peter was like, when he was reading the script, it's like, okay, so we're doing Star Wars, right? And we're like, yes.
Yeah.
Compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
No! Michael! Run! Go now!
Stop! This was their idea too, to like hold him down like that, and all this like him like making all that noise and him being like hold still a little bit, like that's just them. That's not in the script. Because whereas we wanted to make sure that he was going to be that he was going to be safe, like whatever we did, we didn't want to hurt him, and so but he was like we did that, and he's like, oh yeah, this is fine. We can do this. We just knock him on the bed gently.
But it comes across more violent than it was, of course, when we were doing it, and it's
right.
So good. We thought about all different ways for this to go with like unlimited budget, because we were like, we could really reenact also Darth Vader's throwing the Emperor down the bottomless pit.
Defenestration.
Right, because we had thought it would be so great if Dad picks up the priest and is like walking over to the open window and flings the priest out of the window.
We're so mad that we could have done that.
And Dad, that would have been so cool. Like the Father Roddick is down there, like in the begonias or something. Like that. They just take it out,
like his legs just poking out or something.
Les Ben says, "Son, that's not the first time we've been the targets of exorcisms." We're learning a lot more about Dad.
Stop struggling! Let me out! Stop it! Hold still! What are you doing?
I should point out as well that the shirt that Mike is wearing, even underneath his robe, now that is a shirt that is based on art by David LaRocca, and that is Yog-Sothoth Knows the Gate.
Yeah, so it's like even under his robe, he's still wearing his cultist stuff. He's really into Yog-Sothoth. He's really into Yog-Sothoth.
So that was one of the shirts. I'll post a link to it. That was one of the shirts that we designed when I was with Infinite Black. We did a series of Journey to the Tree of Sorrow shirts. I love them. I still wear them all the time. But I thought that it was perfect that Mike, even under his robe, because he worships Yog-Sothoth, of course, that he would still be wearing a Yog-Sothoth Knows the Gate shirt under his robe. And so those are actually available over on infiniteblack.net. I'm not with Infinite Black anymore, but I'm going to post the link there because you can get that shirt.
If you want it.
You can actually
it is yours.
have that shirt. And Jason says, comfortable tees. They are. I love mine. I've got the entire, obviously I had them because
you've worn them on
prototypes of them. And I've worn them on live streams. I was wearing them on I like them. So Infinite Black does have them.
Yep, and so we actually burned a couple robes. Well, I think we did two. I think we did two, and to get that. So
the fire scene.
It wasn't two entire robes. It was two pieces of robes. I think it was actually torn apart.
Oh yeah, I think we had one robe and we tore it apart so that we could have a couple of takes. Because I also remember actually this taking a while. Because we
had to make the fire and make sure it looked good on camera, and then the actual burning of the robe took a while. And so we just kept filming the whole time and just had her keep doing stuff, and then just cut out the moments that we liked most. So I say it was me.
Well, I just remember for some reason this being complicated because obviously Brennan here is standing where Peter is standing. The
complication you're thinking of might be when we were shooting the other way, because that one was a little bit difficult to because we were trying to make sure that we could see him well, but then not get too many distracting reflections in the glass. So the reverse shot from outside was complicated.
Right. Yeah. And I even think, getting him visible was it. Yeah, the reflections, and also making sure that Brennan's camera wasn't in the reflection.
Yeah, that Brennan's camera wasn't, and that like there just wasn't a lot of other stuff that was distracting too.
Mom.
Major character moment.
Yes, because basically, this is a moment where he feels that she has betrayed him. So his alliances are different now. His dad was for him, was there for him, but she was not. So,
Austin, good to see you. Austin says late, but hey, no problem. Come catch up with us. We're having a good time. And the wine was brought up on the other stream, the premiere. Yeah, very mom. Mom's having a hard time. Mom's having a hard time.
Side note: the fact that she's kind of like swaying and clearly drunk here implies that either she gets drunk really fast or she was already well on her way during the whole exorcism thing.
Well, I wasn't
showing it.
I thought that was what it was. I thought she had started before.
That's what I'm implying. Yeah. The other option is not very possible.
Retro Nerd Girl says, I love the way he says mom. I do too.
Yeah.
There's a lot, like I've said it before on some of these after parties, but the range of emotions that are being explored in this season is so much more than it was in season 1. And I really like that about this season. And that scene when he's saying mom and we're having this big emotional turn, Peter captured it. You're absolutely right, Retro Nerd Girl. And I think it's a big moment.
Yep, that's the shortest episode of them all.
Yeah, I think it was the shortest episode of all Cultist episodes, because I think it was a difficult one to plan because it had the exorcism. Oh, Jay's here too. Hey, Jay, great to have you. Great to have you. Because we had the exorcism written in it. I mean, this episode obviously has the exorcism written in the script, but it was so difficult to judge how long that was actually going to take. And then there was so much that we've talked about that we had to revise and figure out in the moment for the exorcism anyway. You've got however many pages worth of script, but in the scene like that, it had to just become what it was. But does anybody have questions or comments for today's episode or anything else you would like to say, Brianna, on that for just a moment?
Yeah, I can comment on graphic design again, or on learning screenwriting and things like that, because those are things that have been on my mind lately. So
yeah, well, that would be an interesting topic because Brianna and I have been meeting at least once a week, but about to talk about the development of more stories and where we're going from here.
I'll give a little update on that. I'll tell them about my status.
Okay, excellent. And I will. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So, all right, have at it.
Okay. Yeah. So I think I've mentioned in some of these live streams before that I've been working on what was my first ever feature length screenplay. So that's a big deal. It's like writing your first novel. The first time is always the hardest. And so I finished it about a week and a half ago, or I guess 2 weeks ago. So yay, that was pretty exciting. That's my first draft, of course. So there's obviously a lot of work still to be done, but yeah. So I feel like one of the things that's really great, especially coming from writing novels, if there's anyone here that's watching that's more familiar with writing novels, learning how to write for the screen actually is really helpful, even though it's a completely different format and it's definitely different skill sets. I found that it's making me a much better storyteller. I think probably you get the same thing out of it, or a similar thing from writing like short stories too. Being able to just practice compressing your story, it really helps you think about just on a higher level about what's essential and what isn't. Austin Carter asks, what's your favorite part about writing? I don't know how to answer that. It's like I write because for the same reason I breathe. So I don't even know what's my favorite part about writing. I'm going to try to answer that honestly. I think it has something to do with like this is going to sound cheesy, but it's like being able to connect your soul like with other people's souls in a sense, and for me that's one of the ways to do it. I mean, some people do it different ways. For some people it's music, for other people maybe it's acting or something like that. For me it's writing a story. It's like the only way to really get to the things that really matter about like what it means to be human and what it means to be a good person and all these kinds of things that we communicate these things via story. And so that is one of the things that brings me back to it again and again. But yeah, thanks, Purple Hound.
Hound as well.
Yeah.
Congrats. I guess you were talking about did you say the name of it?
Oh no, I didn't. It's Dark Goddess.
I didn't know. Okay.
I'm not going to talk about it publicly, really, because there's no need to. But
right. Well, I didn't want to say the name if you hadn't said it. That's what I was saying, because you were talking about having finished the Dark Goddess first draft of the script.
The first draft of my first ever time writing screenplay, and I just yesterday. What is today? Today's 2 days ago. I started on my second screenplay, so I wanted to immediately. I was almost ready to write another one. I had a little bit of preparatory work, but I wanted to switch immediately into doing another couple first drafts of screenplays because I feel like that would get me in a good momentum, and then come back and try to edit them. But I think this is a good strategy because already I find that like I'm only a few pages into my second screenplay, but I can already feel like I'm writing better, like I'm writing the screenplay format better the second time versus like if I went back and started editing the first one, it's a different mindset as opposed to shifting and immediately starting at a new one. So I feel like it's helping me continue to grow my skills there. So yeah.
Yeah, Brianna has gotten out ahead of me. I've told people on the morning grind that I've had a very productive meeting yesterday and about moving forward with one of the Tales of Rapavania stories.
Yeah.
But Brianna, because Brianna, I've been working together, and she's just blowing the house down getting these scripts written.
Well, it took a long time to get the story down for Dark Goddess. I spent most of this year on the story, I would say. And then, I mean, I also had a lot of stuff going on personally. I wasn't writing the whole time, but I spent most of this year was working on that story, thinking about it, and on the one that I'm just started on the other day. I was thinking about both those stories. And then I finally, when I started writing it, it just took a few months, I guess, to really do it. But I'm gonna try to do this next one in 1 month. It's a easier story, but yeah. There's another question here for us.
Yeah, Retro Nerd Girl. In fact, I was just bringing up the PDF so we could answer Retro Nerd Girl's question. Retro Nerd Girl says, "I write as well. How many pages would you say this episode was alone?" I'm
guessing 5 or 6. The thing is if you're writing screenplays, it's most of the time it's not perfect, but it's going to be about 1 page per 1 minute. So if you're writing, a 2-hour movie, you want to have about 120 pages. There are some exceptions to that. I've learned, for example, horror screenplays tend to have much fewer pages because, something like she creeps down the hallway. It could take 1 sentence to say, but it could take you 30 seconds because you're really, spreading out the tension of that, prolonging it as much as possible. So, but for the most part, in most genres, you can expect about 1 page per minute. If you're doing the correct format, which you have to do.
I was just counting. Yeah, I was just counting. And this episode script, as it was written when Brianna and I wrote it, is 4.5 pages.
Oh, God, that's even shorter than I thought. How many minutes is the actual episode, the final episode?
Isn't it like 3.5?
Oh, yeah. Because that tells you that we cut some things. Yeah, it's super short. It was weird because most of the time we wanted our episodes to be about 10 pages. And that one, it was just narratively, it felt weird to put more in. It was like...
Right. It was a narrative thing. And then also... so much unknown about the action scene that was it. If you're interested, the entire season 2 scripts are 72 1/8 pages. Yeah. So just on to the 73rd page, basically 72 pages is the entire season 2 script. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Cultists After Party. You have found our home for fun after the premiere of the final episode of Season 2. I'm Heath Robinson. I'm the creator, co-writer, and producer, and I also played Steve. We have Brianna. Brianna, you want to introduce yourself? Director and co-writer?
Yeah, something like that. Yes, I'm the director and co-writer.
She was also in it. She was in the deleted scenes, one of the deleted scenes.
Yeah,
So
I was an extra, but I am not anymore.
And then we also have Tom Robinson here. Tom played Dad. So he is with us, and we're very glad to have everyone here tonight. And we're just looking at what everybody was saying. Jason was saying that those were great. Left Spin is saying congratulations to all the cast and crew. Thank you so much. Heather says, congrats, those bloopers were hilarious. Well, you can thank Brianna for marking all the bloopers, because that was one of her jobs when she was going through for the dailies. You want to talk about that, Brianna?
Yeah, so normally, like, whenever I would go through the dailies at the end of the day, like as you do, you would, like, you know, you're making note of which takes you preferred and whatnot. But I was also making notes of which takes had good bloopers. And so then later, after we edited everything, I edited our bloopers together too. Brendan, I think, wanted to, but I was like, no, I'm going to make them. So
yeah, you actually edited them all together, but I don't think we would have been able to find them. I'm glad you thought of, during season 1, marking the bloopers on the dailies, because otherwise we wouldn't have ever found them and wouldn't have been able to create them.
Yeah, the only other way you find them is whoever is doing the edits for the for the episodes. But then, like, as you're going through the different takes, you might find some in those takes. But it's not as good of a process, I don't think, because you'll miss them that way.
Left Spin says the deep ones really like streaming. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Apparently.
Jason says hello all, and Left Spin says, hey, Thomas and Brianna.
I believe I'm if you're reading these, I believe I'm starting to, Dad is developing a bit of a fan club here.
Might be. I think that might be what's happening here.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Heather says, after that credits scene, Dad needs a mini made.
Yeah, calling back to when he had Tom on before, you noticed that there wasn't a dad. We're like,
there was not a Dad mini.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, you're right. We might need one of those. Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, Dad. Yes, exactly.
See,
Hey, that's absolutely. Cult following is fantastic. Marvel Indy, good to see you on Twitch. Can't stay long running errands, but congratulations. Thank you so much for being with us. Glad you were here. Thank you, Marvel. Captain Sky says, any father that would fight
Captain Sky
is the king in my book.
Welcome, Sky.
Retro Nerd Girl says,
wait, we should tell people who Sky is in case they don't know.
Oh, yeah, in case they don't know. Sky, yes, Sky plays Dave.
He is here in the comments.
Yes, so Sky is with us in the comments. He plays Dave, and he wrote the theme song.
The theme song.
Retro Nerd Girl is here with us and says, congrats to finishing your 2nd season. Everybody also be sure you're checking out Retro Nerd Girl's channel. She does a lot of movie reviews and commentary on TV shows and things like that. Lots of fun. Cthulhu Bubble says, I don't know how to do @OL. That's fine. We got it going on. I think I got it. You can see them all over there. All right. Well, should we go in order of everything we just watched? Go back to season 9 since Tom is here, so we can look at the exorcism and have his commentary, and then just go forward from there.
Because it is a short episode too, so
episode 9 is pretty short.
I'm just along for the ride.
Well, episode 9 is a big Dad episode, so we want.
Yeah, that's important. And that was the one that you wanted to be here for before.
Yeah, right.
You had the wrong day.
Yes, I had the wrong day, and I sat through an episode that I wasn't in, and which is fine, but because they're all great. I'm just
Okay, well then let's go through episode 9, and then you stop and Brianna talk whatever. I'll bring that up.
Father Roddick.
Okay, here we go, and I'm gonna turn it down slightly.
Father Roddick, thank you for coming so quickly. Please come in.
Thank you.
Smile, you're on camera.
So, what seems to be the problem?
It's my son Mike. He's possessed.
Oh, dear.
And I think it's spreading to my daughter.
Oh, no.
Can you exorcise the demons? You're all I have left.
I'll evaluate the boy.
And if the demons of hell have possession of his body, I'll free his soul.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
What's that hideous smell?
Probably my dirty socks. Who are you?
No, something else. Something unholy.
Look, you can't just barge into my room.
This. What is this?
Incense for Yog-Sothoth?
I knew it.
Hey!
I've seen all I need to see.
What's going on?
This is for your own good, honey.
Remove thine evil robe from thine body.
What? No way!
Do what he says, Mike.
Never!
Tom, we had been talking about what a cramped environment this was
Ooh.
to shoot this in. Lots of
Yes.
action and very cramped.
Well, it was cramped outside the room too. That stairs going up to the second floor was small, and then we got to the top, and there's a very small landing, and you were out there, Heath, because I think at the time you were working on your rabbits. So you're sitting.
Well, I was doing that too. Yeah.
Yeah, with the laptop, and
Multitasking.
you're producing and you're working on that, and the other crew were out there, and Mom and I were out there waiting, and then so it was kind of once Mom and Jim or Father Reddick, once they went in, I was like, whoo, freed up some space out here. To go into that bedroom, and there's all of us with Brianna and Brennan and Dax with the boom. It was cramped and a lot of stuff going on in there. Yeah.
I forgot that Dax was also, I don't know if we said that last time, but Dax was
No,
also in there with the boom.
Yeah, we did mention that, but yeah, I forgot about how just
that.
cramped it was outside too.
That was another person.
Yeah.
Lots of people.
What is going on?
Oh, Father Roddick is here to help us with our problem.
They're trying to take my robe again. Can't he just wear the robe? It's important to him.
It's evil.
Okay, so that's like one of the favorite things. My favorite interactions with Mom, where we actually speak, is like, can't he just wear the robe? Of course, you wrote it, so that it's like. If I say just let him wear the robe, of course, that's never going to be enough to just let him wear the robe. Then he's going to burn incense. Then he's going to, do his prayers. He's going to light the candles. He's going to do all of this stuff. He's going to summon Cthulhu. He's going to sacrifice his little sister. But here's Dad just kind of, can we just let him wear the robe? It'll be okay. Yeah.
As if all those other things don't follow from it.
Yeah, right. You just let him wear the robe, really. And let me say, go ahead.
No, you go first. You go first.
Mom was fantastic and just the nicest, and yet she's just like some of those looks that she gives Rob, and now suddenly she's turned those looks on Dad. And I was like, okay, I wouldn't want her to be my mother.
Yeah, and it's also what I was going to say is like there's that connection, of course, that Dad and Mike have, where there's a history, and Dad understands in a way that Mom doesn't. And so there could be this implication here that there's a past conflict between Mom and Dad that is coming up. It's not just about the robe, because at some point they must have had this conversation about Dad's robe a long time ago.
Yeah, and there's so much of that's unsaid. That we just had to kind of figure out as we went along, getting into our heads, where were we in all of this? And yeah, there just feels like there's somewhere, but for me, this is just as I was working through the character. For me, I was going to say there was somewhere down the line there had been compromise, and what that meant. What that means is the compromise between Mom and Dad was Dad did exactly what Mom said.
Right.
There really wasn't compromise. I'm sure we called it compromise, but I'm sure what it boiled down to was if you're going to marry me, then the robe goes, the cult goes. You're going to be a normal husband and a normal dad, and you're not going to, no more of that. And I just feel like that's how I played it, as though dad was, mom was like, this is how it's going to be. And so dad put it away, but really didn't put it away.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly the kind of thing we were thinking, or I was thinking when I was writing it. I think that's it. I think that is so perfect. And then we've got lots of people talking here. Yes.
There's some great comments. Yeah.
Yes. The classic conflict, dad versus father. That's something interesting to think about too.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Especially since there's a Star Wars reference in this.
Yes, we're coming here. And I saw somebody, I believe it was Gamer H or somebody was asking, like, I was hoping that was intentional. I was like, yes, it was. So Captain Sky says, if you give a cultist a robe, yeah, that's true.
Yep.
I saw that earlier. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, well, dad was so proud he had branded Rob. So exactly right. That was something we'd been over, that, yeah, that's when you started to get that idea that maybe there was something more to dad. Retro Nerd Girl says, I love that unspoken backstory. Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, compromise sounds like my marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet door prize. Yeah, thank you. So be sure you sign up. We will
that
send
is
them
a
out.
great door prize.
Captain Sky says, meet me in the middle, says the unjust man. You take a step forward, they take a step back. Meet me in the middle, says the unjust man. Right? Oh, and Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, I keep forgetting to mention how incredibly generous you are, Heath. Bravo, huzzah. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Cthulhu Bob. Thank you. All right. Well, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going. It gets better.
I have had enough of demonic forces in this house. It must be burned.
No!
I thought you would understand that.
And that line right there, like that like, and with the look and everything, it just really confirms or what's the word I'm looking for? Like it really supports that that sort of unspoken backstory that we were talking about.
You would understand that. Yeah. And I don't know I don't know who else has been on. What other cast members have been on?
Sky has been on.
Sky has been on, and Dax has been on.
Okay.
Oh, and also Brendan and Megan.
Oh, and Brendan and Megan.
Members,
Yeah,
they
they
came
were
on
a
too.
crew. So yeah, Brendan and Megan.
Okay, so Sky, he's in chat. He could back me up on this if it's the same for him. I don't know how it is for him. For me, it's interesting to sit and watch myself. It's an interesting thing to sit here and watch. And I see, like I saw just now the expressions I had made. There's this. I felt like Dad is really torn because he's looking at the priest out of the corner of his eye. He's looking at Mom. He's looking back. And when she says, you should know this, I just feel like I was like, I'm not giving myself kudos or patting myself on the back, but that was a great expression where Dad's like, it was exasperating because, like, what do I do? So, yeah. Okay.
We got more dad love. Heather says Dad needs way more scenes in season 3. Well, hopefully we'll get to do that. No comments, but hopefully we'll get to do season 3 with Dad. And then also, Dad Left Spin says Dad prequel.
That's a great idea.
That would be fun. That would be fun. And Captain Sky says agreed.
No, please stop. Oh, you can't. Oh, please, you can't do that. You can't.
Yes, I can. I am your mother. It is gone for good this time. No. Move.
We were talking about that last time. That was non-scripted.
Yeah, that was such a great line on her part. That was
good. Yeah.
And a great look here too, because this is about to be the moment of decision for Dad here.
This is the moment of choice, turning point.
You, the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Father,
the power
please.
of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
No! What? Run! Go now! Stop! Hold still, little man!
Do you want to talk about that part, Tom?
Okay, so first of all, Jim was such a good sport over all
Yes.
this. I had to grab him and
Oh,
Oh no, you're frozen. Oh no.
hopefully he will
Tom,
be
you're
back in just a
frozen.
moment.
Ah, shoot.
The commoner says dramatic hero rescue music plays.
Okay,
Yeah. Oh, you're back. Oh, hello. Say something else.
You are back for just a moment.
You're coming in and out.
here again.
Okay, I think you're
Oh.
coming back. You're still breaking up.
Retro
You sound like a
nerd
robot.
girl- no, you're roboting. I bet you'll be back in just a moment.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, Retro Nerd Girl says brilliant. I bet he'll be back in just a moment. So he'll probably restart here and be right back. So
Okay.
thank you. Yes. So we will wait for him. Oh wait. Well, look.
Oh, you're back.
Okay.
Say
I'm back.
something.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
you're back. Great.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so I said Jim Brock, was such a good sport because we had to pick him up and throw him down on the bed so many times because we shot this from so many different angles. I just want to give him some kudos. He was a great sport in all of that. It was a cool scene because, like you said, it's that moment of decision. There's some indecision. What do I do? Mom just left the room. And he's looking back to his wife, who's already gone, obviously, and then this, and it just becomes it becomes pretty much an obvious choice. Is to save to jump in there and. But yeah, Jim was a good sport. It was a lot of fun, but there was like the part about hold still, little man. That was unscripted. There was there was a lot of ad libbing there because it was like every time we had to do it, had to you were coming up with something to make it fresh, to make it fun every time we did it. And I really think you guys picked the best one of all of those to fit in there. I will say this: there were so many times when I wanted to turn and say, "Fly, you fool!"
Oh, that would have.
Well, that could have been good too. We had talked about how we had thought about this scene given unlimited budget. And then given unlimited budget, we also would have had Dad enact the scene where he throws the Emperor down the bottomless pit. So it would have been great if Dad had picked up the priest and gone to the window and flung Father Roddick.
All three of us at the same time.
I believe there's not only the Star Wars reference there, but there's also something to do, and seems like an Exorcist reference in all of that somewhere with throwing the priest out the window, I think.
Well, the stuff the priest says, Brianna and I went through The Exorcist, and we were using the script of The Exorcist as a deliberate reference for a lot of the stuff that he says and does. So, yeah, definitely stuff. The Commoner says, 2001 A Space Odyssey made around the world FaceTime calls look so much more smooth and unglitchy. Oh, yeah, yes.
Science fiction very rarely accounts for the fact that technology doesn't always work properly. So it's like cool thing in the future. It's like, yeah, but it's still probably going to glitch like all technology does.
Captain Sky says, this foe is beyond any of you. Run. Yes, exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
And then defenestrate the father, lest.
Yep. Yes, exactly.
Stop struggling! Let me out! Let me out! What are you doing?
I love that.
What are you doing? Yeah.
That's a great scene. That was so much fun.
He says from being smothered
That's the
by
extent
cover.
of That's the extent of that in this episode.
Yeah,
Do we
you're
wanna-
right.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, we
If you-
covered the other parts.
If you want to move on, thank you. I appreciate you going back and doing that. just
Yeah.
for me.
No,
That
no,
was-
we
that was a
want
lot
to
of
hear.
fun.
All right, so now here we move on to the finale.
All right.
Steve, the time for your destruction has come.
Will you please just leave me alone?
No, Steve, this has to happen. Besides,
I like this.
you're in my spot.
Oh, whoa.
That,
Pause,
that-
pause.
yeah, I know. But that whole scene right there. Can you please just leave me alone? And
He's
Ben's
at
like,
the end.
No, I cannot. This has to happen to you.
Yeah.
Because like at this point, it's like he's being hounded by the God, I can't remember what the
Shub. The
Shub, thank you. The witch's
yeah, the cult
Shub.
of Shub.
And he's at the end and he's about to give up and it's just like and it's just stop. No. There's some definite Schadenfreude that we play into with this character.
It's like poor Steve. You're gonna die either way. It's like be killed by power word or be killed and eaten. It's
One of those, you're gonna die somehow.
Yeah, it is just that whole. Can you just leave me alone? I'm done with all of this.
And Ben, as so folks know, this is going to happen to you. Like whatever this really is, reading from the D&D book, like whatever this is.
Right. Oh, and I love I love Sky in the background.
Yeah, he's so intense.
The look on his face, because he's got to know this is just a bunch of crap. You can't cast a spell using.
Well, then
the
again, I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
I don't
Dave-
know. I think Dave might be really into
I think
it.
Dave's really ready to do this, but he's got his hidden weapon that he's about to bring out, hidden behind his robe. We'll watch for it. That was his addition to deciding to hide it like that.
Binguli Patagan, Ranga Hanga Ah.
Oh, I
Those
should
three
comment.
manifest.
So,
yes.
what's being said here?
Oh, wait, Sky, you got to say in the comments to confirm. But I think he's quoting from what's the name of that movie?
Monty Python. Cthulhu
Monty
said,
Python, right?
it's
The chant that they're
Monty Python
making when they hit their head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah. So, right. So, and I think that was something that Sky added. Right.
Yes,
he was
that
going
was
to
his
go
idea.
for that, and he was going to add that. But what Ben is saying here, we took the actual spell description from the Dungeons and Dragons handbook and ran it through some type of Cthulhu language online translator and
So
came
just
up
gibberish.
with what that was, but then went back and added some of the original words back in, like saving throw and some of the stuff. So it's Cthulhu language plus some of the original words from the spell description.
Awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Captain Sky says Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Right. Yes, exactly. This show is littered with references. I love it. It is. There are references all over the place across season 1 and season 2.
Yeah,
Lots
that's one of the things we can't help ourselves with. It's just too fun.
And Heather says, I knew it. Yep. Heather called it as we were watching on the original watch through. And there is such a thing? Yes.
Station at our Edith target conditioner saving throw.
Oh, I got a comment on that. The little
Okay.
camera trick going on right there. Those two, them walking was filmed on a completely different day to everything else in the scene.
Really?
Yeah, so Brendan did an excellent job matching those shots and then editing them together and splicing them. So part of what makes that work is the fact that the camera's moving so fast that he's able to cut them and your eyes can't tell. But yeah, it's shot on a completely different day. We were lucky that the lighting didn't look too different. Made it work.
Yeah, it did work. Because the Ben.
Because we were scared of that. Oh, at least Brendan was. He was like, "What if it's a rainy day? What if it doesn't work?" You just squinch over, and then it just like looks so different. Yeah.
Because the witches were not there they were only there for one day, which was not that day. And Les Ben, it's always sunny on that side of the bridge.
Oh, God. They've come for me. I've got to get out of here. Oh, God.
Now, so that's when Steve starts bleeding, which
When it
we had.
starts.
Yeah, which we had to think about because that was important to indicate that Steve is bleeding underneath the bridge. He tore at something underneath, hooked on something and started bleeding under the bridge right there. And then, so there was a cut there because I think you see me without the blood. And then when you may not be able to see it too much, but it's there that when I'm screaming under the bridge there, I'm bleeding under the bridge.
This shot, you didn't see it very well, but the overall action was very convincing. So that's why I chose that one.
Yeah, but you can also, I think you can see it there, that we had all of the fake blood going down the arm and stuff like that because I had cut myself. And then right after that, I walked up to Carol at the pavilion and I showed Carol and I went, Carol, do you have a Band-Aid? My arm. And Carol freaked out for a moment. She didn't appreciate that.
Oh, no, I bet she didn't.
She didn't appreciate that. But it was a very convincing bloody arm there.
Do you have a Band-Aid? It's so mean of you.
Well, we had all of the first aid stuff and the pharmacy stuff on set. Like if something goes wrong, here we have Band-Aids, we have all of this, and that's like my whole robe is torn. Like, do you have a Band-Aid? It's just blood pouring down my arm.
That's right, Steve. Run away.
Oh man, you did it. That was amazing.
I know, right? Dude. Now, wait for me to take that psychic damage.
I love their vibes, these two characters when they're together.
Their bromance, their
it
relationship
just plays off of each other very well.
Yeah,
so well. Doing these scenes with the witches was so much fun.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Because we had several ones where I was running from stuff and Brianna was like, no, it needs to be bigger, do it bigger.
I sometimes I had to pull it back too. It was like, it has to be just right.
The commenter says Sky looks like an Eastern Orthodox priest with that incense. Yes, he does. He absolutely does have that look. Perfect.
Just where they wanted him.
And that was such a great whip from
Yeah.
Cherry. The sound effect and everything that makes it look great. Or Crowley, as far as Sky goes. That could be too. And he says they're everywhere. Exactly right. That was, what's going on with them?
Like he's running, but they're just walking at a slow pace, and yet they still catch up with him.
Sarah pulls off that evil look so good.
Yes.
I mean, the costume adds to it, but just the look on her face is. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you see the look on his face?
Yeah, dude. He was so scared.
Now, let's give him that 4d10 psychic damage.
Oh, yeah. You got the dice?
Yep. Right here.
All right. Roll high, dude.
24. 24 points of damage.
Do you think that'll be enough?
What are they thinking? What is this?
They think that the rules of D&D work in the real world. That's what they're thinking.
Cthulhu Bob Lovely says this episode is starting to edge into maybe something real is happening. Well, maybe, on the other hand, maybe completely not.
You failed to deliver the worshippers of Dagon and Yog-Sothothos as you promised.
Please, I just need a little more time. They're much more formidable than I thought. I just need a little more time.
Your time is...
Just thinking about, what kind of person finds these guys formidable?
Right.
It says a lot about Steve. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's been Steve's problem. Oh my God. He says another one. They're much more cunning than I thought. I'm having problems. They're so formidable. Steve, you're having trouble with these guys.
This is also the guy that hid under the picnic table.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And they didn't notice. So
right.
Anyway.
So yeah.
Well, okay, so the mega fish, let's talk about that when that comes up. We'll talk about that. Captain Sky says, we're thinking, yeah, you have to roll to know what the damage is. Obviously, right? Yes, that's obviously what has to happen next.
Yes.
Well, and okay, so excellent practical makeup with the facial cut, but actually that's just the Band-Aid. He's got the Band-Aid on. When we go back to his, because Acantha brought him the Band-Aid and said, I saw you got beat up.
Yeah.
Here's the Band-Aid. And Steve's like, oh, well, thank you. And that's what sort of, turns him around on Acantha. And so Steve has that Band-Aid, which that we had to take the Band-Aid on and off and things like that because there were different scenes shot on different days. So all this, there's a lot of things that are on people's face in this show. Like the Band-Aid is on my face. Rob's brand is on his face. Then Ben has gotten the temporary tattoo on his face. So we had to track all that. And next time I do a web show, I'm going to limit the number of things we have to put on people's faces. But yeah, so that's what was going on there. Retro Nerd Girl is laughing here. Bob Lovely says, oh, it could be the action's too quick for my eyes. Yeah, it does. I can see why it looks like a cut because you're probably seeing under the Band-Aid, but it is the Band-Aid on his face.
Heath is also just very like grimy from playing this character and all like this dirt and all this stuff. So maybe you're seeing some of that.
Yeah, we kept all of that, especially in the clothing. Like I was like, okay, so what? We had several different robes for Steve, and when robes got dirty, I do not wash these. Do not, because this robe is going to come out on another day, and it's got the same amount of dirt on it for in order to progress.
Up now, Steve. And besides, we want to eat you before you get any thinner.
No, please.
The scream is like genuinely disturbing, and so it's just such a contrast of like this show gets like so dark and so ridiculous at the same time, and
genuinely disturbing.
Yes, but I want to actually make the rest of my comment in a couple seconds, so keep playing.
Okay, well, I know that Brennan loved the scene when we were shooting this out there.
Yes, ending on the shot of the goat.
Yeah, we scrolled down perfectly with the goat. Yeah,
because the joke here is like you think for a moment, oh, this is heavy and serious. Just keep playing, and it's like, how are they going to respond when they hear this? Someone's dying, potentially.
Yeah, because this isn't all that. It's within earshot of these guys over here, right?
Whoa, dude, I think you really did it. Was that Steve? Yeah, I think that was him taking 24 points of psychic damage. Do you think it killed him?
To me, that's like the punchline there. It's like this moment of like, oh my God, what just happened? I think you did it. I think that was him taking 24 points of damage. That's what you think that is? That's
because we all know exactly what it sounds like when someone takes 24 points of psychic damage.
Apparently.
Right. And they think they just, he ran off. They walked up here, they rolled some dice, and then all of a sudden in the woods someplace, he starts screaming and dying because of that. Makes perfect sense to them, right?
Yeah.
Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, "Oh, Scroogey Steve, we used to call him." Yeah. And Captain Sky says, "No worries, bystanders. We're not actually murdering someone, just pretending. It's fine. Don't bother calling the cops."
Yep.
And Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, "What else?" Right.
Sounded like it to me.
No other explanation. Right?
Yeah. Oh, and then he finally gets his thing. I don't know if people noticed that. That was the very first episode of the season. Is he tries to give a fist pump to Rob, and Rob doesn't give it to him, and he just very sadly gives it to himself. So then he finally got to have it there. That was that was added in, non-scripted.
Russian Nerd Girl says, "Captain Sky, you were selling that dialogue." So actually, this is a great freeze frame for some of Steve's gear that he's got here. So I've got the plastic bags of just whatever random stuff that Steve decides he needs to have with him. But he's got his play mat there of the Nyarlathotep there. The Egyptian thing there. He's got two different what are they called? Obelisks. You got two different obelisks right there. And then actually you can barely see it, But that sitting right there in front of the panel and between the obelisks is a cartouche that says Nyarlathotep in Egyptian. So we had, for Journey to the Tree of Sorrows, we had consulted with an Egyptologist out in California for how you would write Nyarlathotep and also the prayer to him. So we had that information from a college professor Egyptologist. And so then I used those same Egyptian runes to make the cartouche there that says Nyarlathotep, son of Azathoth, on his cartouche. You don't really see it that much, but hey, that's the kind of detail I go to in the props department. Cthulhu Bob Lovely says that's cool. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Hopefully we'll get to see more of it later, maybe if something else happens with Journey. But that's what's going on there.
I don't know why you're bothering bringing him muffins.
Well, he shouldn't have to die of starvation. I mean, he might as well enjoy his last few days on Earth. Besides, we only need Ben to think that his spell worked.
When's he planning on casting that anyway?
Hopefully before the cult of Shub gets to Steve. Steve? Steve! Whew.
So that's finding the blood and the part of the robe,
right,
where he tore that under there.
Uh-oh. He went that way.
And I love it.
Photography.
Oh my God.
Have a drink.
What have you done?
Casting that anyway.
Hopefully before.
But we loved it right there that all of a sudden, Rachel, who's Rachel? Shay goes into tracker mode. Wait a minute, blood trail, and starts tracking Steve. Captain Sky says, Heath, can you give us a fun fact about who Steve worships? Nyarlathotep? Well, so that's the crawling chaos. So he worships the crawling chaos. The one there is the H.P. Lovecraft short story about Nyarlathotep, who comes out of Egypt, out of Kem, and so that's who Steve is supposed to be worshiping.
Before the cult of Shub gets to Steve.
Uh-oh. He went that way.
Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, dual class witch ranger. Possibly, yes.
We're having to put blood on leaves, and that was like a delicate balance of like putting a realistic amount of blood that he could have actually dripped didn't show up on camera. And so that leaf is like absurdly drenched in blood because it literally just wouldn't show up on camera unless it went over the top. So whatever, it's comedy.
well, I remember that I even had this gigantic thing of fake blood that we'd mixed.
Oh yeah,
up.
you had this huge tub,
and I was like throwing it everywhere. I was like, and then Brendan was like, "That's enough." But then, yeah, we had the problem that it wouldn't show up, right?
Because the problem was that these are just like brown leaves and it's red, and so it just doesn't. The contrast isn't strong.
Interesting. Just has nothing to do with this, but it's black and white. Hitchcock's Psycho. Do you know the shower scene? They didn't use stage blood. They used Hershey's chocolate syrup.
Really, I didn't know that.
Because Hitchcock said the stage blood or film blood wasn't dark enough. Wasn't going to show up on camera as well. He wanted something really dark and really nasty. So they used chocolate syrup.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yep, fun
This
fact.
way.
Well, fact. You know,
Fun trivia. Oh, and this scene, props to them because Heath and we were in the middle of filming, and previously the implications for Steve's character were a little bit darker, and so we decided while we were filming it that we wanted to leave it more open, where it was like maybe he died, maybe he didn't, and kind of leave that to people's interpretation. And so we added this scene, and I think we gave it to them like the day before we filmed it.
We changed the scene.
Yeah.
Rand and I were talking about that as we were shooting, like what is the feeling of what happens to Steve, or what we actually convey appropriate. And we
to the tone of the show,
right, to the tone of the show, and we had been talking about that quite a bit. And then so we rewrote this scene
Mhm.
while the shooting was going, and then you handed them the new scripts for this scene. We decided we did want to change it. It needed to change, and then handed them this scene the morning of, in order to shoot this revised.
And they are so professional. They had it down. The two of them also, I think, carpooled together for the scene. So I think they were like practicing it together and stuff. So that probably helped. But,
Yeah, they're great friends in real life.
mhm.
Oh my.
It would seem Steve has had a hard time of it. What do you think happened? Do you think they got him?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because there's no body.
Right. So that's why we decided to keep it.
Yeah, there's no body. There's the rope.
Open
There's no body.
question.
Cthulhu Bob Lovely says that's some flexible acting. It was. It was great. I apologize to them for like, I'm sorry, but I was like, this has got to happen. We need to change up the tone of this.
Yeah.
And so here's what we got to do.
Well, if he did get away, and he has any sense at all, he won't be coming back here.
Oh well. I guess it's too late for his muffin.
She's holding it like that because this wasn't the first take, so there were already some bites on those muffins. So they're just like, let's not show that part to the camera.
Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, I got to say, these two are pretty delusional too. Well,
maybe
they are. Yeah, I mean, maybe. In many respects, they have it together, the best of all of them. But they could also, of everybody, like I can see them functioning in the world to some degree. But unlike the guys, like how do they even function? But you can see these two functioning in the world. Like I always said, like running an Etsy shop together or something like that.
Yeah.
For supplies. But yeah, they may not be living in what they think is going on may not be going on either. They just may be dealing with it the best.
Yeah.
Then I'll be happy.
Yeah. Do you still have those bones?
I mean, the ones from the last time we... Yeah,
Just
I got them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a Band-Aid. And I have this idea. What?
Here, have a drink. Mighty wizard. Thank you, mighty assistant. Oh, hey.
Hey, dudes. How's it going?
Well, we cast a spell against Steve. He got terrified and ran off.
It gets even better. Look.
Steve is no more.
He's dead?
Right. So
that's all they need to be like the Band-Aid on the skull.
Right.
So stupid.
So yeah, because we wanted to implicate that obviously this is not actually Steve's skull. It's a plastic skull with a Band-Aid stuck on it. But it had the Band-Aid on it. That's all they needed to do to sell
As
that
if somehow
to these guys.
like his whole head would get eaten except for the Band-Aid.
Band-Aid would still be on the side of his skull.
They don't like the Band-Aid, so maybe they took it off and then put it back on or something after they finished chowing down on him.
And this works so much better because originally we were thinking, do we have to have Steve's bones?
Yeah, which is darker. Like
which is much darker.
Yeah.
And
but the fact that instead they think it's his bones.
The witches are able to pass this off, and the guys just buy it hook, line, and sinker, and are just so thrilled with themselves. So let's see. Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, although the one Dave keeps getting advice from, sorry, I'm terrible with names, always seems bemused when he leaves. I think you're talking about Ben. Yeah, Acantha. Yes, because every time Acantha, there's something maybe going on between Ben and Acantha. And the commenter says, I love this happy little ending that we have here. Yeah, we end on a nice kind of note here, right? Bones, right?
Yes.
And Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, clearly splashed at the Halloween store are absolute proof of Steve's demise.
Yep. We found his remains a few minutes ago.
I'm a mighty wizard.
Yes, you are. Very mighty.
There's nothing I can't do.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Let's not get too full of yourself. Don't get too full of yourself.
Yeah.
That
Here,
that
we
part
can
was a
celebrate-
slight alteration because I think she's like, there's nothing I can't do. I wouldn't go that far. And he said something else before in the script where it was like, yeah, not everything. I don't know, and it wasn't coming across very clear.
Well, I remember what that was.
What was it? Because I can't remember exactly.
When we wrote this scene, when he was saying, "There's nothing I can't do," and then she says, no, not everything. And he said something like, yeah, that's right. And I was intending for him to be remembering that he wasn't able to summon Rob.
Exactly. And it wasn't coming across.
But no, yeah, and nobody on the cast got that's what he was remembering, that he was unable to summon Rob. And so we're like, okay, well, if it's not coming across, then let's do something different. So,
and this was what I think what he said, what felt natural for him to just be like, yeah. And so anyway, little things that you edit as you film sometimes.
And Lesbin, yes, Acantha is a flirt. Quite so. What's going on between Acantha and Ben?
Right, with the muffins I made. I made them for Steve, but he obviously doesn't need them anymore. Mike!
Dude, are you?
And I love the hand, the bone with just the hand on it, as if that's supposed to be Steve's hand. Wait, and that prop broke immediately after the scene. I was like, be careful with this. I think this is going to break. And then, like, just as soon as we finished shooting, that prop broke. So I got to fix it up if we're going to use it again.
You okay? My mom had a priest try to exorcise me. I only barely escaped. They burnt my robe.
Oh.
I'm never going back there. Never. At least my dad had my back.
Can we get you anything?
Do you want a muffin?
Thanks.
I love that he
kills me. Yeah. Like this is like someone's dead bones, and you're just like, anyway.
And I think that was all Glenn who was doing that.
Oh yeah, that was just Glenn.
Bro,
Just
you can
Glenn.
stay at my place, you know.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude, I got you. I killed Steve.
Again, with this whole concept of they're just so out of touch with reality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mike's just been rescued by his dad from an exorcism that his mother set up.
Mm-hmm.
They've got Steve's bones, quote unquote. Mike comes up and it's, hey, want a muffin? And he takes one.
He's like, oh yeah.
I'm never going back to my home. My robe's been burned. I've given up all my possessions. My mother and father are at odds now over this whole thing. But hey, muffins.
Exactly.
Yeah, Cthulhu Boss says Steve's arm is now a spatula. And Retro Nerd Girl, good to see you. Good to see you. Got to head out, but having so much fun hanging out tonight. Good to see you. Good to see you. Everybody, check out her channel too. Please do. Yes. Good night, Retro Nerd Girl. Good to see you.
Yeah, the spell totally worked and everything.
Great. Man, I knew you had it in you.
And he's talking about how he murdered somebody. Like,
right.
By the way, I killed Steve. Oh, good. I'm so
Look,
glad.
it's the evidence.
Yeah.
If Rob were here, he would be... Rob!
What?
Brianna and I worked with a lot of different potential scenes as we were writing this for Rob's reveal. Because we had them walking off someplace else to blah, 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 to try to get this reveal right. And eventually we got it, so we didn't have to do a whole bunch of different location moves. It happened right here well.
Oh, here comes some more references, of course.
It cannot be. You jumped.
Yes, into the life-giving waters of my kind. I've swum from the shallowest shore to the darkest depth of...
I love their looks. I mean, their looks.
So good. Yeah. There's so many, like his whole speech said so many great expressions. It was painful to only put the ones in that needed to be there. Yes.
Because their reaction has contrasted to the other guy's reaction.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially Shay.
Waters. I have seen sunken temples in aquatic cities. I have lived 1,000 lifetimes.
You're back. I love the way he says that.
You answered my call.
Yes.
And we love that scene when he says, "You answered my call." Yes, because Rob may have no idea what Ben is talking about.
Right, he does not know what he's talking about, but he just goes again. None of the, he's the one now that is least in reality, so he's just along.
Yes.
Who knows?
It
Who knows
seems like
what he's
you
saying.
answered my call. Yes, I did. That's exactly what I did. Captain Sky says, my favorite. Oh, and also Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, holy crap, Retro Nerd Girls channel is cool indeed. Yes, it is. Definitely check that out. And also,
Yeah.
I love Rob's eyes as he's making these statements. Yeah, Dax did such a fantastic job here.
It's good to see you again, friends. It's been a long time.
He really has
3 days, Rob.
But he's lived 1,000 lifetimes.
Yeah.
And
in those 3 days.
And hopefully the 3-day reference.
Yes.
I mean,
hopefully
there's
people
another
understand.
reference. Hopefully we understand the 3-day reference and what Rob is going on with Rob here.
What are you doing here, man?
The sea returned me to the land. Stars wheeled up.
And it was so cold when we were shooting. I mean, he was
Yes.
such a good sport, but it was so cold when we were trying to do all of this.
Oh yeah, he was a really good sport for this. I mean, this was difficult. This part was because this is after he had already done the jump. We had just filmed him jumping, and we moved over just a little bit further down. So he's still stopping wet, and then it's like, hey, and now another scene. So yeah.
Yeah, and we had thought about different places for this to be, and it wasn't working. We had to move to a new location, and he was such a good sport. Yes.
Yeah.
Overhead, and every day was as long as the life age of the earth. But it was not the end. I felt life in me again.
And Brennan wanted to really replicate that exact the way that part is in Lord of the Rings. So that was a good mark on his point. Just kind of the same spin situation.
I think Brennan, had said, I really love this scene, and he wanted to replicate this.
Yeah.
So he watched that scene in Lord of the Rings. Of course, the dialogue is the same too. We've replicated a lot of the
Right.
dialogue, and then when he's doing this, we replicate that spin and everything that went on. With
Yeah, and Dax does a really great job getting the cadence of Gandalf too. A lot of the lines that are Gandalf's lines, he did a good job matching that as well.
Wait, the commenter says this is Dax. Can I join the live chat really quick?
Oh, that's Dax, of course. He has the link. Right.
Dax has the link. I don't think this is actually. I don't think the commenter is actually Dax. But you've got. I emailed Dax the link. So Dax.
So if it is Dax,
if you are out there, if you're watching Dax, you've got the link. I sent to you by email.
I have been sent back until my task is done.
What task?
I have returned to prove Father Dagon's power over the Yellow King by delivering his cult a final and ultimate defeat.
Rob!
Rob. Yes. That's what they used to call me. Rob. That was my name.
He's got such weird eyes when he says that too. That was my name. Yes. And of course, we just leave it up to you. What exactly happened to Rob in these 3 days? You can only imagine what Rob was up to in these 3 days.
One can only imagine.
I am Rob, the son of Dagon. I've come back to you now.
It's great. It's the names of all the gods, and then Rob.
Right. The contrast.
Exactly. There's a name I have not heard in a long, long time. Exactly.
Rob. This is the most common sounding name. He did that spontaneously, and then we all, as soon as we called cut, everyone just burst into laughter, and that ended up making it in. But yeah, he just spontaneously did that.
So we've got
more
so here we go. So here is the concluding scene. Well, Cthulhu Bob Lovely puts up a nice crucifixion pose there, Rob. Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of religious imagery coming in now.
Wait, we got Dax here. Okay, hang on. We'll go back. Let's finish this and then we'll go back.
Dax, was that actually you? The comment?
That's me.
Oh, that was actually you? Okay.
Fantastic.
Well, we got Dax. All right. So we'll go back. Let's finish up this and talk to Dad. Then we'll go back to what you want to talk about, Dax.
I just want to make a quick comment about that location.
Yeah.
It was so gross. It was so scary.
It was pretty scary.
It was pretty scary down there. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna get like bit by some dangerous spider. It was great. So that's the same location that the rest of the house was. And they said, it was like, oh yeah, we've got like a basement area. And the guy was like really apologetic. He's like, I haven't cleaned down here and, it's really messy. And I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Actually, it's like, please don't clean it. It's just perfect for what we need. Nice and spooky. But it was scary being down there like, ugh, spider webs everywhere.
I don't know how practical it would be if we did a season 3, but like, I would love to see this location have more hidden MacGuffins within it that we could uncover.
This is where all the different things, when you need something, you know where it is. It's down in this scary basement under, because this is under, obviously in universe is under Mike's house, but then, the basement of Mike's house, but also in the real world, as far as the set goes, this is the basement of the bed and breakfast that we rented. And it was just perfect for this.
And it was the last thing we shot that day.
Oh no, we just lost him.
Was it not? Was this?
Yeah, I think it was. We were a little over schedule too. I think now that I'm remembering.
the light was perfect. I thought with the way the windows and the sun where it was positioned, I thought the lighting was good. I don't even think we used any kind of lighting, did we?
Yeah, we didn't need to. I don't think
just
so.
Ran up the natural light that was down there, and it gives it a good look.
Yeah, with the way it was like streaming through the windows there. Not all of it even comes up on camera as cool as it was because we weren't like over at that area, but you had like lots of the dust and the sunbeam. It was so cool. Yeah. He's back.
So now we thought this was a great way to end with, Dad's made previous decisions, but now he's made another major decision.
He's made another decision. End of season 2.
So Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, yes, dark makes sense, but it wouldn't work. Yeah, to be completely dark down there. So where do you want to go back to, Dax? Yeah, everybody's been saying, hey, Dax, to you. Oh, wait, you just left again. I was about to say where we're going. But we got lots of people saying hi to Dax in the chat here. So he'll probably want to go back to where we were with his reveal here.
Yeah.
He'll probably jump back in here in just a second. Sky says I tried to get
Sky wants to come in? What? Send him the link.
Hey, hang on, Sky. Let me send you. I got an invite link here. Let me send you. Hey, I'll go over to Facebook. Are you listening? Hopefully you are, because you're in here. Let me go over to Facebook and I'll send you that in Messenger because I know we've talked that way before. Okay. So Dax is gonna be here in just a moment again. So let's let me go over here to Sky. Sky dropping invite link in.
Sorry,
Facebook.
Sky. I just assumed that you were commenting that you just preferred to comment.
Yeah. So, all right. So they will be in, and we can go through if you want to, and if you can stay, whoever can stay or whatever, because we can take a look at the deleted scenes and also the bloopers, and especially if Sky comes in. Okay, comment. Oh, here he is. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Oh.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
You want to go back to your scene of your arrival and appearance?
It's completely up to you. I just have obviously I have stuff to say about it.
Go ahead.
Then let's talk about it. So we're going back here.
You can stay at my place,
Dax, do you want to just say what you have to say, or do you want us to, or would it be easier to play?
Oh yeah. So my first comment is that as the boom operator, I just had so much fun being a part of. Well, not being a part of this scene, but being next to this scene as it was unfolding. Like I said in the comments, it was just this sweet little ending with like a skull and crossbones. I thought that was so amusing, like so well written, really. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And
and I'm remembering now, we tried a few different ways of like how I was revealed.
Yeah.
I don't really remember the details of that, but I remember like we tried different places of coming out, and I love the one that you chose anyway. Yeah.
I'm sending Sky. I'm sending. Well,
Maybe we can have all of us at once.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what. Now I'm not getting to Sky's email address, but it was sent to you by.
Yeah,
Facebook.
it worked out that you guys started this
there he
late,
is.
though.
Here he is.
I had got off from work, and then I went somewhere to eat, and then I realized like, oh, this is happening right now. I can fit in.
Well,
Yeah,
hey, Sky.
Sky, there he is.
What's up, man? That's the man right there.
We are all here. Oh, so
Yes,
Cthulhu
and-
Bob Lovely asked, "Where did we get the temporary tattoo?" And that is
He's made
one
it.
Yep, I made it. That's my own design here. That was based because it was based on what Rob's tattoo looked like in season 1, or Brand looked like in season 1.
Yeah.
And so I made temporary tattoos, and there are places where that you can just order temporary tattoos from. And so I ordered these, and so I got a couple of sheets of them. I'll have to order more for season 2, I suppose. I had thought about making them available, but I'm not able to get them produced in quantity to actually make them, practical. But that's what's going on there. Oh, Cthulhu Bob Lilly says, "Oh, it's Crowley talking about you, Sky, I believe."
Do we want to? Sky and Dax, do you guys want to? Do we want to play through the scene, or is there?
The top.
or is there anything in particular you guys want to go to? Just let us know.
I wanted to note that for as many obvious references as there are in this scene to Two Towers, when the script was first given to me for this episode, I hadn't seen Two Towers yet. I actually hadn't seen any of the Lord of the Rings movies yet. And this was an incentive to watch them. So I thank you guys for that, because now I'm reading Lord of the Rings. I'm actually reading it now. And so, yeah, basically, if it wasn't for the Cultists, I wouldn't have sort of gotten into Tolkien. So thank you for that.
Sweet.
Well, I do remember that, Dax, that when we were like reading through or something like that, and then we got to this part where you reemerged, you laughed and said, "I come back like Aslan."
Oh, yeah, we were all like, "No, you're not getting the reference." Yeah, that was during the read through.
Well,
and you're like, "Oh, I gotta
kind
go watch
of,
them now."
But
That's funny. It's funny. It's funny how both Tolkien and Lewis, maybe they're channeling something there. They both have these returning characters.
Probably they were both Christian, so
yeah.
And contemporaries. Best
Yeah,
friends.
they were friends.
And friends.
They were good friends.
Yeah. I noticed, it's been a year since I watched this episode, and seeing it again, it's like I cannot believe how much I nailed. I don't know if it was consciously or unconsciously. I just nailed Ian McKellen.
You did though. You did.
I mean, I am a perfect parody of Ian McKellen.
Yes.
My God. And I don't brag. I am not one to brag about my acting, but God, that was funny. I love how Rachel's reaction to that, and it's been 3 days, Rob.
It's been 3 days, Rob.
Yeah.
Sky, did you have anything to say about the casting of the spells? I mean, I know you were in the chat, but did you have anything to add to that, or to this scene, or anything else?
Or you just want to hang? That's cool too.
Not really. I know that this scene, whenever I got to it whenever I got to the script, to this scene in the script, I was filled with joy, because I have a ritual, and I just did it because I got moved into my new place, where every time I move into a new place, I christen it by watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
That's amazing.
And so I'm a bit of a fan of
I definitely
The Hobbit and Silmarillion and everything like that.
Yeah, I would actually say it's because of you and because of Heath. I sort of felt a need to get this right in a way that I hadn't felt previously, and I'm glad that was on me. I am glad that was on me. And then another thing I'll note about it is, God, I'm embarrassed about this part, but for some reason when I was when I was practicing my lines for this, I used an app called Scripty, and like the script was fed into the app, and for some reason on that app there was like an error, and this monologue I did was as two different scenes. It was it was like categorized as two different scenes, and so I'm embarrassed if anybody remembers it, but I was really having trouble doing this all in one go because I had memorized it as two separate scenes.
Yeah, it messed up your flow. Yeah.
It messed up my flow really bad. Yeah.
Was this actually shot rather early?
Shot early in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, it was early in the day. It may have been early in filming in general.
I don't remember.
I don't know about that. I feel like we were a few days into it already.
Well, yeah, a few days, but yeah.
But you got it, Dax, and you know that's all that mattered. We did it. I think we rehearsed it a good number of times to help let you get through that. And
yeah, because I've done monologues before. That was the thing I was embarrassed about, was because like I had this worry that like, oh, they don't think I can do monologues, and it's like, gosh, it's just this. Yeah, I just didn't have a flow there.
I understood.
Yeah.
Well,
I want to make it.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, Brianna.
I was going to say I wanted to make another comment because Sky also did a fantastic job on where he was mimicking. God, why am I blanking on his name? Aragorn.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know the mullet. But you're mimicking like the whole, not just the way he said it, but like the way that he like moved in the frame at that moment as well. So, yes.
Yeah.
We should play that part. We should.
Well, okay, yeah, I'll bring that up because we actually talked about that line too, and we're like, what should the line be that Dave says? Because Dave, Aragorn says "you fell,"
right?
And I think originally in the script we had "you fell," but he didn't. You're like, but they didn't actually fall, so it needed to be something. So it became "you jumped." I love the looks, guy.
It cannot be. You jumped.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now people have thought brought up mega
rough.
fish, but actually that is the same fish that he had. So
people were wondering if it wasn't the same fish.
Yeah. And if we had thought about that, that's something that might have changed.
I think it's just been so long since they'd seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now actually,
I wonder, is it faced a different direction though? Because I want to say there was one scene where we faced it a different direction by mistake. But
that was in season one. In season one, we had like 2 episodes. We had 1 or 2 episodes where it was different from the rest of the episodes.
Yeah. Rob is inconsistent on his fish, and I thought that we were being consistent, but it ended up that we were inconsistent. But it's fine because the fish different ways in different ways. But it makes sense that as he became increasingly intimate with his fish, that it would be coming in and out of its holster and might be positioned different.
Do we want to switch to
fact
watching?
That you just said that is that statement's a little disturbing.
He's getting more intimate with his fish. I was thinking the same thing, but I was like, I'm just
more
going on.
intimate with his fish. That's
yeah. Let's go to the deleted scenes.
Yeah.
I love the deleted scenes. God.
Yeah, because people were wondering in the chat why we remove these. I should just say real quickly.
Go ahead.
It had to do with, I think it was it might have been slightly pacing, but I think it was mainly just that we realized that this whole thing with the banana wasn't necessary.
Well, no, that was
it's coming, huh?
That was feeling. Now I specifically remember the episode 5 stuff. Mm-hmm. Right, was specifically removed because we had the tone of sadness that you were talking about. And then all of a sudden, because that scene that we're about to watch with the banana peel happens as the guys are coming up to Rob's funeral.
And it was the wrong note tonally. That's right, because we were talking about this on the commentary for this episode that we moved some stuff around. I totally forgot that part of that was also completely removing scenes, and it worked out perfectly because there were several problems. That was like the tonal issues, and there was also I think there was one of the scenes maybe with the whipping that was like kind of repetitive to another scene, and it didn't really do anything narratively that the other scene wasn't doing. And so Brendan and I, as we were talking through it, we realized that all the scenes that we're having issues with involved the banana theme, and we realized if we just removed the whole banana thing, it fixed all of it. So yeah, that was convenient.
Cthulhu Bob Lovely says Sky has his best facial expressions in this episode, talking about episode 10. Awesome, he says.
Yeah.
So excellent.
Oh, I actually on set, like when I was doing the boom op, I sometimes had to look. I had to not look at Sky because I would laugh. This guy makes me laugh. Yeah, yeah.
Psypop says, thanks for the quick segue from that cursed comment.
Yeah, we're gonna forget about that comment completely. Yes.
Yes. Fish. Yep. Cthulhu Bob Lovely says no banana, but I'm still happy to see you.
Thanks for that, Cthulhu Bob. Another cursed comment.
If you're wondering, these deleted scenes are these deleted scenes are still canon in the
they are.
Yeah.
What?
These deleted scenes are canon, right? I mean, I think because these things happened, they just weren't right tonally, but these things still actually happened in the universe. Oh wait, this is bloopers. Hang on, wait a minute.
Wrong thing, Heath. Get it together, Heath.
There we go. Even the banana. There we go. And I loved doing this scene because this comes from episode 5. So this would have been Rob's funeral right before. I forget. It may have been like right after Dave's song. See, I think the problem was that this was scheduled to go in right after Dave's song, which was sad. And then we go to and so you couldn't cut to this. It didn't work.
Yeah.
This time, I've got them. The next time they come here to the park, they will slip on this banana peel. They will knock themselves unconscious on the sidewalk. I will drag them to the cult of Shub. It's perfect.
As if they would not see him. I mean, there's so much stupidity.
And yet somehow they seem not to, because they're like so distracted by because that was one thing that I think we had to make it so it didn't feel weird for you guys, because you guys are like, I can't see what you do, but you all are like, kind of sad in your own world, and yeah, Mike's looking at his phone. So
and that's really important throughout all of everything we were doing with the cultists. We don't want anyone to feel weird. What's going on?
Right. Sure.
Make sure nothing weird is going on.
You want everybody to feel one.
Yeah. Let's just completely miss it.
Just what a letdown. Like, this was supposed to be it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
Do I have your permission, Heath, to edit this clip for a meme? Because I want to add the. Yeah, we're memeing this.
We need memes. Yes, exactly. The cult of Shub. Well, hey, they're the witches are part of the cult of Shub too. But yes, he is so defeated, right? Poor Steve. Like nothing is going right for Steve. And here, I forget where this. So this came in. No, so I guess this was also part of episode 5 because there were originally
I think all this was
3 things that Steve did: the sign, the banana, and the Mickey. But the banana got cut. Yeah. So there. Steve tried 3 times.
Hello there, Steve. Have you succeeded?
No.
Ow! What's your excuse?
I remember we did
I'm impressed with how that looked like that hurt. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we tried that several times.
Yeah.
This time.
They didn't step on the banana peel. Mercy!
Your time runs short, Steve.
And I remember Steve's in there. I was like flipping my feet in the water, like trying to have a good time. Cthulhu Bob Lovely says that staff is so cool.
It is.
Thank you. That's one of the ones
Where did that staff come from?
I made it. I made it in the workshop. It's the head of it's carved out of foam. It's actually the head of it is the crown of the Night Mother, which is the symbol of the cult of Shub-Niggurath in Journey to the Tree of Sorrows. So there's actually there is a video of like in-universe Cthulhu lore about that symbol that she's holding that I wrote and was professionally narrated. You can find that online. So there is that, and then I use that here.
Heath goes all in with these props.
Yeah.
I know. I'll get them next time. I will. You'll see. You'll see.
Oh, it's in this one was in episode 7.
I'm running out of time. I have got to think of something. Maybe I need allies.
And I hate this had to get dropped because, you know, Brianna was in season 1 and now here she is in season 2. But
it is kind of funny that it's the same character getting tormented again, but whatever.
Exactly. The same character shows up in season 2. Still canon, though. Still canon.
Excuse me, ma'am, but how would you like to join a cult? Where are you going? Wait.
What kind of approach is that?
Which is definitely how you ask people to join a cult.
Yeah.
You just say, would you like to join a cult?
Cthulhu Bob Love says, Journey to the Tree of Sorrows rocks, by the way. Thank you. I hope that the RPG is published sometime. I hope it is still able to come out. Sorry, Sky?
Oh no, he's breaking in and out.
It's like the same that was in.
I think we do have a delay with Sky and stuff coming in and out.
Oh dear.
That's how it worked in Dad's story. It's less than
Yeah, we just went around asking people.
Hey, you want to be in a cult? Right. Yeah, let's join a cult.
Well,
you want to get branded? I got the brand right here. Like you
actually back in Dad's day, we were still allowed to hang out at airports.
So bad.
Oh, Sky? Are you back, Sky?
We were still allowed to go to the airport and pass out literature. And most of you are not old enough to understand that reference. The Hare Krishnas used to hang out in airports.
The Hare Krishnas! I've heard about them. I watched a documentary about the Hare Krishnas.
Yeah, and they used to hang out in airports and pass out literature. Well, that was, trust me, it was funny if you had understood the reference. So.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Filthy from under a bridge, Cthulhu Bob Lovely says. The Hare Krishnas. Yeah, exactly. So we got the reference.
Okay.
So Sky's looks like he's refreshing. That's
cool. Sky's refreshing. Okay.
Let's make sure he gets to make his comment when he comes back.
Yeah, let's.
That banana thing was perfect. Perfect. I just didn't slip like I was expecting. Slip. I've got it. I'll slip them a Mickey.
I love that transition. Like why he decided to do the Mickey. Right. Slip, banana, slip. That's Steve's line of thought right there. And then also he does go for one of his bags of God knows what. And it has stuff to make a Mickey in it.
Like he doesn't have any food apparently, but he has that.
He has that.
So that's that.
All right. Let's go over and do the deleted scenes then.
The bloopers, you mean?
The bloopers, yeah.
Guys. Guys.
Me.
Damn, I'm so sorry. So unprofessional.
That's why you can't look at Sky when you're filming. Like something's gonna happen.
I was about to say a lot of the bloopers are going to be Sky getting bleeped out, and I could pick on him because he's not in the live stream anymore.
Bob Lovely says Steve probably has a lot of meds. Yeah, he probably does to have that go on. But yeah, so that was Sky's phone that went off. This was my phone that went off, and I couldn't shut it up, and I was so embarrassed.
This was on our first day of filming.
Hi, and welcome to my cursed kitchen.
We don't care, Steve. I forgot my line.
Wait, what are you doing?
Just trying to get the net.
The net. Oh, the net. I just remember.
It's getting blown by the wind. Yeah.
Yeah, originally we had like ropes going over Steve, and we could not figure out how to get the ropes to actually work right and bind Steve to this bench. And so we're like, why don't they just throw a net? It's like, oh, okay, they should throw a net. So we got this like ridiculously light looking net, like you'd hang like plush toys or stuffed animals from your corner in a kid's room. But that was so light and it was so windy that like they couldn't really even throw it over me. Left Spin says, Captain Sky, you should do an acoustic version of the Cultist song for an episode with a sad ending. Oh, interesting.
Ooh, that's clever.
And now I kind of actually want to hear an acoustic. Yeah, like the unplugged Cultist song, the Cultist Unplugged. Oh, now I kind of want to hear that.
At first, it was really...
Friends.
That was also so much wind going by. And like
wind was
blowing over.
I mean, so there's two antagonists in this series. There's Steve and there's the wind. Is that how I see it?
And I think there's a couple more. There's also the cars, and there is the
trains.
Geese.
Trains.
Yeah, oh, the trains. Oh, you forgot the trains.
Yeah.
The trains were huge. There's a train track. You can see it right. It's like right behind. I'm pointing as if you guys can see what I'm pointing at. That's funny. Right, like right behind where these guys are in the frame is the train track, literally right there, and it would come through the park. And every so often, you just hear in the distance. You're like, okay, now we got to stop. Time for a break. Oh,
yeah, and the cold. Yeah, well, the cold was especially in season one. Especially in season one, we had a little bit of that in season two, especially at the park day, the lake day.
Yeah,
but,
I remember going in to use the bathroom in season one, and I hadn't been in those stalls before. And for one, the stalls are just in terrible condition, or at least they were at the time. And I walk in, and like it's frozen, like where to pee, the toilet's frozen.
Oh no.
So you couldn't really pee there either. It's like you just go find a tree.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Come, I can no longer live among the landwalkers. Where's Rob? Oh, there he is. Rob. Rob, you're hiding.
Yeah.
I see you.
You found me.
Yep.
You weren't quite on cue that time.
For that to one take. It happens.
Take that back.
Oh my God!
Coronavirus.
It'd take us like
their ability, Rachel and Mallory, their ability, they would be goofing off like that and dancing around seconds before we'd go live, and then they're just like boom, back in character.
Yeah, they
They're
seem
true
to enjoy
actors.
doing that.
Yeah, just clearly whipped us an experience. You could see it every day.
And Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, "I love the Steve diagram." You know, we should have. You know, if we had unlimited funds, we'd do a Steve diagram poster so everybody could have one.
25
Oh, Captain Sky says he's having difficulties trying to get a computer.
Oh, okay.
times to kill him with like a battle axe.
There's
so it's even funnier that you bleeped it.
He tried so many times to get that right.
It's a known fact that Sky, he doesn't actually say curse words. Like the bleep sound actually comes out of his mouth.
Out of his mouth. We got to make sure to tease him as much as possible before he comes back, since he can't defend himself.
Yeah. And Sky, when you come back, you get your comments. Like if you get in here, like
you get to roast me.
Hagen. That's close enough. I reach out to offer them my friendship. And my love.
I love that. I love that. That was so close to being right. But it's also, I love some of these bloopers that you do, Dax, because actually if they had been in, they could have just been Rob, because that's also a very Rob thing to say. I offer my friendship.
Just stay in character.
And my love.
I forget what the original line was. What was the line?
Well, I forget.
Take me with you. Take me with you. That's what he says.
Take me with you.
Say something about love at some points. I mean, it was almost right. But like
Yeah.
offering
Spirit.
thing your love, that worked. That could have worked too.
It was the
But
spirit.
that thing might kill you.
Sorry. Sorry,
The ocean? That's like this lake. It's so much bigger. Rob? We'll be able to swim forever.
Messed that up.
Yeah, and you could hear the wind in the microphones there. Oh, here we got Sky.
Oh,
All right.
oh, Sky Part 2.
Sky.
Excellent. I'm glad you're back.
Can you hear us?
I can't hear them through here though. I don't know what I need to do to turn it up.
Well, we can hear you.
Hey, I can hear you. Oh my lord.
Hey, do you remember, Sky, what it was that you were trying to say before you left?
Oh yeah, I was saying the part that you played in season 2 is I thought it'd be funny to connect it to the same part in season 1 that you played where you got run off from the pavilion, and in season 3, or 17 or 31, whatever season you come in, season 135, that you come back leading a group of people against the cultists, like, we will not be driven from these lands.
Yes, I remember you saying something like that on set. You're like, I want this character to come back and just gonna keep bringing this in.
Yeah.
But
I hate that I missed a lot of the bloopers because those were so fun.
You got you have comments on your bloopers or anything like that was going on?
Well, I literally, by the way, the reason why I disconnected is the same thing that happened in like the first blooper. Whenever my phone goes off, my phone started going off. Somebody was calling me, and it just disconnected entirely.
Oh no!
Do you still have the Pickle Rick theme for
I
your
do
phone?
indeed still have the.
Oh, good. Well, it's fitting.
man.
It's fitting. It's a real life blooper.
Yeah, I literally, I was like, no, I want to see the part where my phone went off, and then my phone goes off, and I'm like, not now!
Oh, man.
I think the rock.
Sorry. That scene where they were doing where you guys were doing the, not the branding, but the tattoo, that was also a big monologue for Peter, and we went over that one several times in order to get.
He has a lot of monologues.
Yeah, he's got all of them. Steve leading an army in Dark Young.
I think he was getting a little frustrated at that blooper point. It was, but that's okay.
I think so.
Excuse me. I'm just trying to keep it sexy over here.
Already pretty high, bro.
Do we go in after him? No. He's too far off now. I was swimming towards sea.
I just want to make a little comment. Because like as I was saying earlier, like I kept all the takes that would make good bloopers, but I was also taking note, and I don't think I was doing this in the dailies. I don't remember, but at some point I was taking note of all the different like times when people were being really silly around the clapper, and so that I could use those as these little points. So each one is like a fun moment, because people were often right before we start filming, people start being goofy.
Well, like this,
I caught them. They got in the end of the cut.
We've got this right here. Like these live shows where we're talking about this. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is documenting what we've done. I'm so glad we've got it, because we've got the show that we did. We've got the bloopers that document behind the scenes kind of stuff. We've got behind the scenes commentary, because, we get to look back on it and look back at, and we'll remember all of this and see these things we're documenting. I'm so glad that we did that.
Him and I are going to the lake. Me and him is just gonna be us, and
Him and I, me and him.
but we're not gonna kiss.
I don't remember these.
That's not a blooper. That was just him adding in some funny.
He
we call
was
that, like a
setting
a
the
wonder
standard.
egg.
He was laying down the gauntlet there.
Right. Well, it's it's a very establishing the relationship, very intimate moment between these two friends. But Mike does want to be sure that there is a line. There is a line.
Yeah.
Steve.
Steve, rat.
You know, like when I think about the show, I didn't think there was like this vitriolic hatred for Steve.
There is.
But I guess it's there.
Yes, they literally kill him. So
There
was. We were talking about that the last time that I was on a stream. How it was going around calling him so many different things, and it just escalated till by the end of it, he was saying the worst things about him.
Well, there was something that I wish was on camera that was said there at that time that was like something, and I it's not going to sound as funny as trying to describe it, but there was something. Do you remember this? As there was something about like the sexual nature about Steve, that when Glenn Glenn was like, he's not going to know what hit him. Like there was some kind of awkward phrasing in there that Steve was about to be like seduced by Ben, and Ben's like, he's not going to know it's going to hit. And I wish that was on camera because I remember we all just cracked up, but we weren't rolling at the time. And I wish that.
I can't remember.
If I had to hazard a guess, this show is themed around a lot of Lovecraft. There had to be a tentacle porn joke somewhere.
There probably
We've all seen the hentai before.
Les Ben says, if they have to say we're not going to kiss, it makes you wonder.
I think some of that had to do with like how physically close the two of them had to be for that shot, and it might have felt a little bit awkward.
It was very close, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why he made that comment.
An ultimate defeat.
Steve, I remember that walking. I remember because for some reason I was gone, and I showed back up when you guys were trying to shoot that. I had to
You
go.
didn't
off
realize we were filming, yeah.
No, I did realize. And I remember very explicitly looking. Okay, they're shooting. There they are. Like, which direction do I walk up from? And I was like, because I do not want to disrupt it. And I was making very deliberate choices, and I made exactly the wrong one. And I walked right into the scene.
I swear, it may have been last season, but I swear I remember, like this season or last, Brianna turning around and going, "Steve, get out of the shot!"
That
was. I think that happened right after that. That's probably not on camera, but yeah.
I just remember hissing Steve's name. It wasn't even a scene like in the show. I would just be saying, Steve. It's a very... It has like Karen energy. Like the way you say Steve is the way you say Karen.
Yeah.
Steve's the worst.
What are you doing down there? Bro.
Steve, you are going to pay for this. Just you wait. As soon as I figure out this spell, you are done for.
Were you trying to slip us a Mickey?
That makes it sound like it was Ben that was slipping the Mickey.
Yeah.
So there's so much to say here because okay, we had to shoot this scene so many times, and we had to clear out all the
so there's the pain of we just messed that up.
I wish that you had been able to see me because I was just covered. Like I posted on Instagram what I looked like after we had shot all of this because I was just covered in coffee and covered in sugar because many times I've had it dumped on me and things like that. So I wish that had been able to see on camera, but it didn't quite work for that. But there was another one where I was dumping sugar all over everybody, and it actually gets all over them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like all over our shoulders. I think some got it in my beard, and I was just like,
yeah. Nobody. They play it like they don't even notice, even though the sugar is like obviously it's ridiculous. It's landing on the table, but there's one take where it's like landing all over them, and they're playing it like they don't even notice. All right.
Music, man. Saves the soul.
Stars wield
What? Long beep.
Were you supposed to say? Was he supposed to say it soothes the soul?
Soothes the soul. Yeah.
No, is that what that was about? Oh, okay.
It was like soothes the soul or something, or like it heals the soul or something like that.
You said it saves the
Saves
soul?
the soul. It's like it's proselytizing you. It's bringing you to Jesus.
Right.
Yes.
Overhead, as every life day on Earth was as long as a life age on Earth.
That's the kind of stuff I was talking about of like losing my flow.
Yeah. That's another one where I'm like, actually, I wish we had thought to write that into the script, because that's also such a Rob thing to say. Every day on Earth was as if a life age on Earth.
It's like,
yeah,
it sounds like an AI chat bot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm glad that you guys didn't. Well, I don't know if you did or not. Hopefully, you didn't pick up any of me mouthing his lines, because when it got to and every day was as long as the life age of the Earth, I'm over there like following along.
I didn't notice.
Oh my God! Yeah.
That would have been. But also, yeah.
Like you should have. At that point, you should have just had Sky like put on my costume and just take over from there, because he was ready. He was prepared.
Yeah. Actors and their lives, they never learn.
Is in this house. It must be burned. No! I thought you would understand that. Oh.
Hey, I want to comment on that. So episode 9, The Exorcism. I just wanted to note how awkward it was with all those people in there to film that scene.
We've been talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I was Boom, and then on top of that, you got director, producer. You've got the actors who walk out of the scene, but they have to walk out, so they're still in the room. That was a lot. That was a lot.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to point out here, this is one of the only few frames that we have of Kenna on camera, because Kenna is typically not on camera, and I've invited her to these live streams, but she has declined, which is perfectly fine. But Kenna here was you can see that she was the data wrangler. She was assistant editor. She did our camera clacking and things like that. She was on set all the time. Kenna is also my cousin. So Kenna is my younger cousin. She is Megan's younger sister. So that's Megan's sister there that was operating the clapboard here. So she was also on set almost every day, if not every day.
Your finger. Oh no.
What's up, dude?
Set that on. I was totally thrilled.
We were right there. It's just
yeah. So
We did it, buddy.
I love that.
What was the problem there? I didn't even notice.
Yeah! It was the timing.
Wait, what?
So you had the timing right, and the timing was supposed to be wrong. It was supposed to be like a.
Oh yeah. We were gonna do a proper. I accidentally like met his fist bump. Or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But then it came up later that it was not something that was part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's creating the timing paradox.
we were right there. It's just
yeah. So
We did it, buddy. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah! We did it.
And so there were.
Sky is just dying over there.
Dude, I told this story the day that we shot that. I came home and I was like, man, you guys should have seen Dax. And the way I described it was like, I think it was the cold water, because man, it was cold. That hit him, and he just got like this adrenaline spike, and like he was just like, yeah. And it was so hard because we have to like, when we're walking off and be sad, but we can hear him in the background celebrating, and it was amazing.
Yeah, we only had one shot at that. It had to be right, and it all worked.
And I remember I had to go back in the cold water to shoot that scene where I shoot up out. It's like for the flashback moment of the scene.
Where every day
and
life age.
Yeah, that part. And I remember like it was Brianna and Heath who had to tell me that they're done here. Like I wanted to keep doing more takes because I wanted to try and do it longer. Like because initially, wasn't it Brianna? Like I think you told me that like you wanted me to wait longer before I jump out, but it was just so cold. I had to jump out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to have
yeah.
like a little pause before. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And you
we need a
eventually
long
told me
pause.
like, hey, that's good enough. We're moving on. But man, I wanted to keep at it.
Yeah, I remember that now. You were really determined. You were like, I want to get this right.
Yeah,
It's like,
that
it's okay,
cold
it's
water.
right.
Yeah, Sky's right. I had this like adrenaline rushing through me at that point. Yeah.
Loud trucks. Car. Car. Wait for the car. Car. Wait for the car.
Wait,
I
don't. Oh, pause for a second. Say that.
But God, man, like, you know, the best of Alabama right there. Like, anytime anyone at all saw that we had a camera, they had to slow down.
Oh yeah.
And take a look. And I can't say much because I think there was a movie way back when. It might have been like American Pie or something like that. There was some movie that they filmed down in Alabama. They actually filmed right on my my grandparents' and great grandparents' street, and me and the siblings happened to be there, and my grandmother was like, "Y'all kids want to go be in a movie?" And we're like, yeah, and the people filming were like, no. They were having to like change the day, change the shot, because in one of the scenes you can see us in her car like waving at the camera while they're trying to shoot the scene. And we were like, I mean, we were tiny, but like, yeah.
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 Oh, it's hilarious. But yeah,
It's a human thing. Like, it's funny how in the moment, as the actors and crew, we were kind of like, gosh, why is everybody slowing down? Like, can't they see we're making a movie here? When, like, we have to think about what it was like. We have to think about what it was like before we did stuff like this. Like, this, that stuff is really interesting to normal, everyday people. Yeah.
One of the things that Brennan would do, you see that in the blooper, is that if he really wanted to weird someone out and like make them leave sooner, he would just turn the camera to them. He did that a couple other times, and then they would start to drive faster.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, you want to be in the movie?
I think that silver truck was one of those. That's why, because it turns to that silver truck, and I think that's what he was doing. The silver truck, and then he like started following the silver truck.
Yeah, Brendan and I talked about it. We were like, we need to get everyone on set like timing perfect to just all shift towards people driving by and watch them freak out.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't even have put it on to begin with. It's good or good this time.
You don't see his penis in the movie. I said you see his penis, but you do not see his penis.
We couldn't have gotten that in there.
Glenn, such a delight.
Now, in this episode, I don't know if it makes the blooper. I don't think it does. There's some sort of improvised line that Ben makes, and I think it's before I walk in or after I leave in this scene. Ben makes an improvised line that was so funny. Does anybody remember what it was?
I can't. There's something pinging that was like shortly after you were walking out, he like quietly said something to himself that had us cracking.
Yeah,
well, he did a lot. He did. I think we did a lot of different.
Oh,
takes, and
I remember it now. Okay, so I remember what it was. Is my favorite movie is Shape of Water, and there's a side scene where I talk about that, but they're here. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I watched this episode, but like they weren't they going to like watch the Shape of Water with me to make me feel better?
Yeah. Yes.
And right.
And then David.
So what Ben does is like after I storm out and leave because I'm heartbroken, Ben says, well, I guess we should watch the movie now.
Yeah. Well, he does. At one time he goes, he said different. He just said different things after that. One time he goes, like after you storm out, there's all this drama. He goes, can we still watch it?
That's what it was. Yeah. Can we still?
Yeah.
I think that's what ended up in the final episode because there were a whole bunch of different comments that he would add at the end, and there's always waiting a pause in case we wanted to cut it out. But
okay, I'm gonna go back and watch that. Okay, that's cool.
No, there was another one that he did when you storm out, and then Ben was sitting there, and he goes, "He was my ride."
Oh yeah,
that's a good one too.
That's it.
Good job, dude. Good job. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
What celebration! What triumph!
Oh man.
What good
I had a
times.
belly back then. Gosh, I've lost a lot of weight since then.
Well,
Good for you.
Yeah.
First of all, we say Tom told us in the private chat that he had to go. So
Yeah, I
thank
just-
you so much, for being there. No, we talked about that from season 2. I got some other things, a couple things to talk about as well. But we talked about that as far as our weight and health goes. That between season 1 and season 2, Glenn, who plays Ben,
Oh, I know,
got
right?
completely cut up between season 1 and season 2. I mean, he was like a beast when he came back for season 2. So we all have to be that way for season 3. We all have to arrive and be like, boom, here we go.
That was, you joked about that on the set of season 2, but I really wanted to surprise you with actually doing it.
Well,
Me too.
This has been a fantastic show. This has been a fantastic show, and there's so much more to come. I thank you guys for being here on the stream with me.
Yeah, I'm
This-
so glad you guys could join in.
I know this was great, and thank you to everybody who's been watching. This has been incredible. Like I said, we are on the ascendancy. And Sky's about to start making content, and we're about to explode. We're all about to explode here, and explode in the good way. In the good way. I'm not talking about like our cars when we get into them in the morning. I'm talking about in the good way.
Or stomachs after a stick of butter.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a way to make a joke like that. Thank you.
You tied it back.
Well, yeah.
All right. See you guys.
Gotcha.
See
All
ya.
right. Bye, everybody. Sky, thank you so much. And let us know. Do you have a place people can follow you right now? They all cut out. But do you have a place where you follow?
Beginning of next year, I'm working. Now that I'm moved,
Ah, Shimakura! Now they go to the woods with
Of course it matters! You can't have Cthulhu summoned without sour cream and...
What the f are we doing?
No idea. Rob was supposed to ask us what we were doing,
Yeah,
but like,
he didn't give a
he didn't give a for the scene.
Yes, Mom needs more wine.
See, I think that's the problem right now. She's got too much wine. It's our secret cultist handshake. Handshake?
Oh, you gotta get.
That sign and jacket need to be moved, though.
Sign the jacket, let's go. I command it.
Dude, this is hardcore.
What the
Dude, this is hardcore. Oh, go! No! We've done our cultist meetup here too many times, and my freaking cow was pissing me off.
Take 5, braying.
We live in a society. Take 1.
I fail!
Guys, come on.
Yay! Woo! All right, get out of frame.
Hold for geese.
I'll just do the slate.
Hold for major base.
Oh my god.
Hold for plane, hold for plane. Uh-oh. Hold for fighter jet.
Get out of the way!
Heath!
Get out of this job!
Mom! Football?
Of course I checked again this morning. I still don't have keys. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. Fine!
can you at least fix my hair?
Imagine worshipping Sherry with Cthulhu.
I got so excited about it.
Click the link below to know when the Cultist Cthulhu Comedy RPG launches on Kickstarter and to sign up for the drawing for $500 worth of Cthulhu RPG dice. Come support the show, Cthulhu Fatagan. This is how dedicated Brianna, co-writer and director of The Cultists, was to creating our show. In Season 2, Rob, played by Dax Rocker, has to jump out into a lake in his attempt to live with his Deep One grandmother under the sea. But Brianna wasn't going to ask an actor to do anything that she wouldn't do herself, so I, Heath, the producer and co-writer of the show, took her out to Oak Mountain a couple of days before the shoot so she could make the jump herself and make sure it was safe. So I had to get that on video. Here she goes.
Grandmother, I'm coming! Oh my god, that's so cold! Ah!
Then I had to get her out of there because it was January and the water was very cold. So go Brianna. And also, please check out The Cultists, our mockumentary web show about modern-day Lovecraftian cultists just trying to worship Cthulhu in a world full of people who don't understand. It's here on YouTube now. I'll see you on the channel, Cthulhu Fatagan.
Guys!
Me.
Damn,
I'm
Pickle
so
Rick.
sorry. So unprofessional.
Hi, and welcome to my cursed kitchen.
We don't care, Steve. I forgot my line.
Wait, what are you doing?
At first, it was really.
Friends, the time has come. I can no longer live among the landwalkers. Where's Rob? Oh, there he is. Rob! Rob, you're hiding.
Yeah.
I see you.
You found me.
Yep.
Let's take that back.
Oh my God!
Coronavirus.
It'd take us like 25 times to kill him with like a battle axe.
There's Sahag.
Sahagan. That's close enough. I reach out to offer them my friendship. And my love.
But that thing might kill you.
Sorry. No, sorry.
The ocean. That's like this lake. It's so much bigger.
Rob?
We'll be able to swim forever.
I think the rock.
Excuse me. I'm just trying to keep it sexy over here.
I'm already pretty high, bro.
Do we go in after him?
No. He's too far off now. Probably swimming towards sea.
Him and I are going to the lake. Me and him is just gonna be us and. Yeah. All right, let's do it. But we're not gonna kiss.
Steve! Steve!
Steve. Rat.
Steve.
Final and ultimate defeat.
Steve! What are you doing down there? Bro!
Steve, you are gonna pay for this. Just you wait. As soon as I figure out this spell, you are done for.
Were you trying to slip us a Mickey?
Oh, sorry.
Music, man. Saves the soul.
Stars wheeled overhead, as every life day on Earth was as long as a life age on Earth.
I've had enough of demonic forces in this house. It must be burned.
No!
I thought you would understand that. Oh.
Oh, you okay? Hit your finger. Oh
What's up, dude?
Took that off.
I was totally thrown off with it.
We were right there. It's just.
Yeah, so.
We did it, buddy! We did it! We did it! Yeah! You did it!
And so there were loud trucks.
Car. Car. Wait for the car.
Arr.
Car. Wait for the car.
Wait for the cat. Give me this. I don't. Take it. Don't give me. Oh, well, maybe you shouldn't even have put it on to begin with. It's good for good this time.
You don't see his penis in the movie. I said you see his penis, but you do not see his penis. I watched it.
Good job, dude. Good job. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Where the Cultists.
This time, I've got them. The next time they come here to the park, they will slip on this banana peel. They will knock themselves unconscious on the sidewalk. I will drag them to the cult of Shub. It's perfect.
Hello there, Steve. Have you succeeded?
No. Ow!
What's your excuse this time?
They didn't step on the banana peel. Mercy!
Your time runs short, Steve.
I know. I'll get them next time. I will. You'll see. You'll see. I'm running out of time. I have got to think of something. Maybe I need allies.
Excuse me, ma'am, but how would you like to join a cult? Where are you going? Wait.
That banana thing was perfect. Perfect! They just didn't slip like I was expecting. Slip. Slip. I've got it. I'll slip them a Mickey.
This is in right now. I'm Rob, I play Dax. No, I'm Dax, I play Rob.
My name is Leon Sky, I play Dave.
My name is Peter, and I play Mike.
My name is Rachel Marshall, and I play Shay.
Rob is an interesting character. He seems to have his book smarts, but he lacks all social awareness of what is appropriate and not appropriate.
It's implied that Dave likes to stay high all the time. He is an avid smoker.
The devil's lettuce.
So yeah, the devil's lettuce. But he through the seasons, you'll see that he also very much cares about being around his friends, and they're family to him.
Man, Mike is such an optimist. He has such a child heart, and that's like one of the most fun things for me in playing Mike is just his eternal optimism, his love for community, and like how much he wants people to come together.
You do touch on something there. Like he's always trying to bring everyone together, but everyone is just so stupid and wild and crazy. It doesn't work out.
Yeah, he's fun because he flips between the one who's like, all right, that's stupid, and then he's like the one doing this stupid stuff. It's back and forth. He's never quite. Keeps you on your toes.
Shay is the colder half of Shay and Acantha. She's with the witch cult of Azathoth, and she has come into contact with the guys in the first season. Everybody's obviously still talking this season as well. So this season she has various levels of tolerance and intolerance for the guys that just keep multiplying. And she may seem pretty cold and pretty, attitudey Judy, but she really does care about some of the people around her, at least a little bit.
We did it! Yeah! You did it!
Jumping in the lake has got to be Rob's biggest moment this season, or any of the seasons thus far. And it reminds me, of course, a lot of one of your bravest moments.
Yeah.
Being tied to the tree,
Yep, that was
cold freezing water put on you. We had one shot to do that right. We did it.
Don't you think this is a little over the top? By the power of Father Dagon!
Ugh. You just had to take the pain of the cold water. I had to make sure I get it on you.
Yeah, the weather was what is it's 34 Fahrenheit below freezing for us. Yeah, and it was probably like 30,
Yeah.
So yeah, that there was definitely a moment of like brace because here it comes,
Right.
and when it hit, I think just adrenaline hit because at that point I was just giddy and giggly. Like I was happy that we had gotten it done, and I was happy for the scene. I was happy. It was so funny and fun to get smacked in the back of the head,
Which he asked me to do.
I did.
Asked me to do
I was
that.
like,
Don't sue me in the future.
Just do it.
Yeah, I was like, I want you to hit me hard. Make it convincing.
And the thing was, that in my mind was so funny, it's amazing I didn't just crack up.
I don't know, guys. This may not work either.
We can't stop now. We're already in far too deep.
I remember when we were doing the ceremony and we had to lather each other up.
Yo, the barbecue
That
sauce.
was like
I'm such a germaphobe. I couldn't.
I did not.
But we did it.
Realize how awkward that is to be on your skin. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, it's
like,
supposed to go in your mouth.
so
not
tasty
on your
normally,
mouth.
but not now.
Yeah.
Not now. It's out of the context of barbecue right now.
Yeah.
Not into it.
Hopefully that's as bad as it gets in the seasons, right?
Yeah.
But we have to make it worse.
Oh yeah, now they're gonna make it worse.
We
Now they're gonna make it worse.
flashed, barbecued, and tossed in a lake.
Yeah.
Like one of us has to die.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right, Russian roulette begins.
Oh god.
On the note of challenges on production, the makeup, due to the way it's put on here, it's very tricky for it to not come loose just from me talking. I mean, so making sure that, you know, I'm able to deliver my lines and, you know, make sure this doesn't get messed up is also something I have to keep in mind.
I think they were trying to discourage you from talking.
I think they a little bit. They were like, we've heard enough of him today.
Okay. It may seem like kind of a lame challenge, but it was a lame challenge to walk away from that sweet broom this season. Like, it was such a cool design, and I liked that it was kind of like flexible. So I always had to like bend it back to like get it to look like a straight, crooked broom again.
Which reminds me, my trident keeps breaking, you know, decaying. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, you had to save the trident and the fish when like
When I jumped in
as
the
soon as you
lake,
jumped in the
yeah.
water, he said, "Save the trident."
As soon as it comes out of
I
the
mean, I
water,
totally
like
understand.
a lot of the
Yeah.
gold paint on it had just peeled off, and I'm like,
It was a solid impact to do that. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
He just put so much work into these props.
Absolutely.
Like, it is
yeah.
like that is a huge part of how this whole thing looks so good.
Definitely.
Scene 29A, take 1. Mark.
I personally make it my job to make everyone on set cringe at least once before we
He
leave.
tells so many
That's
puns.
true.
He tells so many puns.
I feel like Brianna's starting to like laugh and smile a little bit though, like and not just.
I think
like,
that's just because at this point she's comfortably planning my murder. Like that's.
Oh, she's already got it figured out.
She's got it. Yeah, she's got it down.
That's
I
And
think I
she's
read
like,
the draft
"Oh,
for season 3. I think you're
the
done.
end day
we
is
already
coming."
said there's going to be some wild beast that Heath's probably going to play, and it's probably going to devour you.
Most likely.
I mean, I just know every time you come on the set, you're going to say something that makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, everyone's got their own sense of humor that they bring on set.
It's really interesting as well to see the transition in between character back to person because, you know, when you interact with these people on set, on scene, you know, in character, it's one thing, but to see, you know, how similar yet how different they can be with their characters, it's really exciting and interesting to get to know people for sure.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's so like I see them as their character so naturally,
Right?
that it just makes.
How many times have we called people by their characters?
Yeah.
names?
Oh yeah, that's something we
Sounds
wanted to like
confusing.
almost tally. I want to tally up the frequency at which we do that.
It just becomes very easy to like be in character yourself
Yeah.
when everybody's just there already. And
Yeah.
I feel like with the production, like Brianna is saying this to suck up, but like honestly, there's like so much grace because like so many times I'm like, oh, this monologue is having some trouble, and like
Brianna is so approachable as a director.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
More than
Absolutely.
any I've worked with thus far.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, if I feel like there's something weird about what I'm saying, I can address it, and then she'll be like, yeah, you know, that makes kind of sense. Let's just do it another way, you know?
Yeah.
She will always give me room to do a different
Yeah.
shot a different way.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of room to play on the Cultists, and I think that's because of so much of what's going on behind the camera and also in front of the camera. Like, the actors all kind of know to roll with the yes and rule of improv, and then behind the camera, everyone's just like, well, yeah, what if we try this, what if we try that? And it all just kind of blends together really well when everyone's together.
I mean, one time I was having a tough moment with my monologue. You know, I just was struggling to get it on point. and I was visibly stressed out about it. Brennan just kind of taps me on the shoulder and is like, dude, you're doing great. You're doing fine. You know, keep going.
You know, I think visibly stressed out kind of works for your character, though. Probably helped you.
Not at that scene, but yeah.
Okay.
I always
overall,
like
it does.
whenever I work with you, Rob, on something, just because like it was such a first season decision to have Shay completely loathe Dax.
Yeah.
And so like at the end of each take, whenever she's like to like Rob, I'm always like, I'm sorry.
I know, like I feel like we gotta go and have like coffee after that. We gotta.
I love you. You complete me for real though.
Yeah.
And then the camera rolls. It's like, Rob. Like it's
but I want to see that dynamic continue.
I do too.
I feel like there's not enough of it. We need more.
I like to think that all the creative energy and efforts of making this show will literally summon Cthulhu just by like putting all that chaos out there in general.
Honor and reverence for Cthulhu.
Yeah.
It's gotta happen.
Like, well, I better get up there.
I just hope the camera's running.
Is it off? God, these people. Get this thing off me.
I'm Rebecca Yeager, and I play Mom.
I am Ava Conley, and I play Bella.
Mom is done. She is fed up. This child she has raised, Mike, has just left the fold and gone his own way. And in this season, we see her really hit her peak frustration with Mike and his antics. And they just go a little too far when they get his sweet baby sister involved.
Very innocent. I think Bella is kind of sassy. She's very out there. She'd probably rather be at a party than playing dress up. She definitely likes getting her brother in trouble.
Ma'am, is this your son?
Yes. What happened to him? What happened to you?
Nothing.
Your son and his gang beat up a homeless person in the park.
You're in a gang now?
No, I'm not in a gang.
Oh, Mom's struggling in season 2. Mom, you know, we start very hopeful for Mom that things are back in the order they're supposed to be, that the houses are right, the children are all set and on the right path, and we just see that fall very quickly.
Being near all the other cast members, they all have such good moods and they're so fun to work with. It hasn't been a boring experience. It's been a lot of fun being near everyone and being able to come together even during the rough time we're having.
It is a really fun set to be on. I've had a lot of fun. I've filmed for 3 days, and so it's been a really fast-paced filming, which is nice. But everybody I've worked with has just been really, really fun, and it's been a great outlet during all this COVID isolation to get back in space with other people and just create and play.
I'm Dax Rocker. I play Rob on the Cultists.
I'm Peter Swanson. I play Mike.
Rob isn't the kind of person you want to invite to parties because he's not going to know how to get on everyone else's level. He's in his own world, and he gets even more into his own world in season 2. I mean, even the way Rob speaks sometimes, he has this, he thinks he has this prescience and this presence in the room. He thinks that everyone is listening intently on every word he's saying. He speaks very monodramatically.
Mike is very intense in his passion for cults, and he just loves community a lot. He really likes to bring people together. They are not going to notice, okay? I promise. Are you sure? Mike and Rob have been friends for years. Some of the originals together, I would say the first, in my mind, like the first to like become good friends, and then we like brought the others in. Mike sometimes can have this like very nurturing like aspect to Rob, relationship with him.
And then yet I think there's this aspect of Rob that's also a little mother hen in relation to Ben in the story. You know, I think both of these guys are trying to be leaders and role models for their respective cults. And this is sort of the commonality between Rob and Mike. I get the impression, you know, Rob might completely understand your cult but Mike doesn't entirely understand Rob's cult. And it may just be because Rob is so delusional at so many points in the story. You know, you can only go down that rabbit hole so much. Eventually, Mike just has to say, okay.
What do you think fans can look forward to most with season 2?
I think you're going to be interested to see Rob throughout this season and how the boys handle Rob. That's the best way I can say it.
I love the aspects of like the relationship with Dad that comes in as I was reading the script for the first time. Like that's what really touched me a lot, was like a lot of the family dynamics coming out more. Oh, hey Dad.
Hey son, can I sit down?
Yeah, sure.
You've been acting a little weird lately. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of like Mike being a bit of a an angsty teenager until now, and now we're seeing a little bit of like him and his dad connecting, and his dad having just compassion and everything, and without any spoilers, just some real moments that I think we all experience in our family of like frustration, feeling betrayed, feeling like we don't have a home, like and then just appreciation for him sticking up. So yeah, a lot of things.
My name's Rachel Marshall, and I play Shay.
I'm Mallory Ivy, and I play Acantha.
Shay is part of the witch cult of Azathoth. She has a little bit more of like an edge to her, whereas Shay is pretty closed off to pretty much everyone around her. She has a very soft spot for Acantha. It's kind of like that opposites click or opposites attract kind of thing. She very much sees her as like a best friend, as a sister.
Like Shay, Acantha is also part of the witch cult of Azathoth. She came from the 17th century, so she's pretty naive to the modern age and how the cultists are acting what the modern age is like, and so she kind of leans on Shay for all of that education and how to behave, and so she leans on her both as a mentor but also as a friend. And she's deeply concerned for the boys, I think. She kind of treats them as her proteges.
I see like Acantha being like really concerned for the guys and wanting to help them out, and meanwhile Shay's just like, how can we just mess with them like as much as possible?
Yeah.
So the two of you already knew each other before you were cast in the Cultists. What is it like being friends in real life and playing characters who are also friends?
So much fun!
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. No, when we get on set, it's either like French or just random like jokes, like some inside jokes, some new ones, just catching up because she's in Atlanta and I'm here in Birmingham, so we don't really get to see each other very often, even though we talk a lot.
Yeah.
So when we do actually get to come together, it's like
it's just a jittering mess.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's fun to kind of like pull from our own friendship, but also try to discover what this new friendship is with these new characters. For sure.
For sure. Yeah.
Love you, kid.
Can't live without you.
Shay's really fun to play because, despite like my look and my voice and everything, I'm actually a pretty big softie in real life. So Shay's really fun to play with that edge and just kind of with like, I always kind of see her as just like a knife blade. She just kind of cuts through everything. I think the thing I've already had fun playing with so far in this new season is which of the boys have started kind of breaking down that surface level coldness in her. Like she's starting to get a soft spot for Ben when he comes in and asks her for help. So it's been kind of cool to, it's easy to just play a B word. It's easy to just play that. It's a lot more challenging to try to find the little like fissures in that make her a character, not just a caricature.
I think Acantha she's so endearing. And despite that endearing aspect and the sense of, I feel like you can underestimate her very easily because she is a witch still. And she does have that history in the 17th century. She has seen a lot in her life. She has probably killed a few people. And she knows a lot of spells and a lot of potions, and she advises people in the ways of alchemy and magic. So she's pretty intelligent, and I think that's a fun thing about her.
It's fun watching you play with that, like, yeah, she's naive because, like, naive in the sense of, like, she's come from such a long time ago and everything's new again, but there's just this other side to that where it's like the knowledge of magic that she has is scary. Like, it's downright scary.
And she loves it. Like, she loves to educate herself on it. Yes.
I'm Sarah Randolph, and I play Sherry.
I'm Charlotte Shorla, and I play Carrie.
Well, Sherry's a badass. She's dark and twisted, and likes the taste of flesh.
And Carrie is her sidekick, helping her secure victims ready for eating.
Truth be told, I did not think I was going to be Sherry to start out with. I tried out for Acantha. I thought I was, my personality is more like that, and so it was very surprising when Brianna asked me to try out for Sherry. Yeah, so I didn't know much about the character other than she was in a cult that ate men, and I was like, interesting. But once I actually stepped into the role, it was like actually really empowering and really cool.
It's fun playing Carrie. It's finding that balance between creepy and giggly, I guess. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
So I never used a whip before. I learned from Sky. He's actually quite the professional with a whip, and so we had some training on set for season 1, which was awesome.
What has it been like working on the set of The Cultists?
It's been really fun. The season is definitely different with social distancing, but everyone's being very safe, so that's great. It's cold today, but other than that, it's been really fun.
I've loved working with everyone on set. I mean, it's just such a great cast and crew, and I love the story, and it's just a lot of fun.
Hi, I'm Glenn. I play Ben.
I'm Heath. I play Steve.
My name's Leon Sky. I play Dave.
Steve sets off on his life to be part of the cult and to worship Nyarlathotep in the park, but it doesn't go well for him, and he just ends up as a deranged homeless person in the park after the guys.
Ben ate a lot of lead paint when he was young. He was the outsider originally, for sure. In this season, Ben is very aggressively trying to step up. But he teams up a lot with Dave, and they get some, and not so much with Steve.
All right, Steve, you're in big trouble now. Prepare to meet your doom.
Dave's character has a little bit of an adjustment period because he has to deal with loss. And then, he has to, I guess he feels necessary to jump on top of, being the right hand to Ben and his step up and step forward into being more active and to resolving the conflict of the season.
Hey, Ben, what's up?
I need a spell to kill Steve.
That escalated.
One of the things that I really enjoyed about playing Ben was that it's such a different character than I normally get to do. So Ben is looks at the world in a way that is very different than most people. And he's pretty clueless and naive, but he's very dedicated, especially in season 2. So I don't know, getting to play someone who doesn't look at most of the things around them, it focuses hyper intently on the one thing he's aimed at, which is Steve, and Rob by extension in this season. I don't know, getting to be a little sillier and a little more Ben-ish, we'll just say that. It was cool. It was a nice different. It was a change of pace, and I enjoyed that a lot.
This will get them. When they see this sign, they will walk straight into the lair of Shub, where they will meet their doom.
I like being able to play a very cartoonish kind of character. Steve's definitely kind of a cartoon villain type of character, and so that's a lot of fun. So being exaggerated, being big, being able to go over the top with Steve and realize that that's just the kind of character that he is and that all of that fits was a lot of fun.
I'm actually an imbecile in real life too, so like playing Dave really just comes from the heart, you know? Honestly, if I hesitate or make a mistake, it never looks like I break character. So that's really nice. I also love that he's easygoing and that he wants everybody to be cool.
I was really glad that I was able to get in front of the camera because there's been a lot going on to produce the show, but really this was the chance and to continue Steve from season 1 into season 2, and I absolutely loved it. I loved being on camera with everybody this time, and so I think I had a great time, and I hope that it came off very well too. I think it did.
Away, evil one! Away! You've got it all wrong! Away!
What was it like having Heath on screen with us? It was great. I was mainly concerned for him because, like you've probably heard, he takes a lot of hard falls. But the problem is, he and Brianna are the engines that make this thing go. Brennan does a little bit of work. No, the point is, if Heath breaks himself, which he was not afraid to do, it's like, how are we going to get through the rest of this? So, but he did. He's an Iron Man. So I really enjoyed working with you. You were like our universe's Schmeagol. It seemed like.
Yeah, thank you.
And in a good way, in the best way possible.
To be honest, like when it started, we had seen a posting that Heath was going to be, putting this part out there for somebody to audition for. And I think I was probably one of many of the cast and crew that were like, hey, whoa, it's gotta be you, dude. It's gotta be you. And I'm so glad that he decided that he would take up the role himself because, man, I don't think anybody else could have played this character as perfectly as he did. And I was super happy to have him on set, not just as the producer, but to be working right alongside him, at character to character. Plus, beating him with a fish was, therapeutic. Because how often do you get to, slap your boss with a fish? Or one of your bosses with a fish?
Die, Steve!
If anybody is dedicated as far as like dedication award season 2, it'd be Heath. It'd be Steve.
Well, I took inspiration from this guy right here because we actually call it the Leon Sky School of Acting here on set, which just means that you take it because like when he got the fish water from season 1, he was like, just let me have it.
And below freezing weather.
It was freezing.
Like 30 degrees.
And and also slap me.
Yes,
and
slap me.
Right. So
go for the gold.
That's the way we like to do things around here.